All right, folks, what is up? Thank you guys who have already joined the chat. Excited to see who joins us tonight. Not necessarily this game.
Oh, boy.
Amazing, amazing. All right, so I need to make the banners. I see. Ooh, not that game.
It's just...
Guys, I'm in the middle of dinner. There is a lovely pork tenderloin below the screen.
I have to find a stream for tonight. Hang on.
We know we have 3 teams in elimination up for elimination this evening. Obviously, the Pittsburgh Penguins being one of them that we intend to watch. One of them being Minnesota Wild that Jenna is sporting, and one of them being the Florida Panthers that I am sporting. Let us know what you think about each of these matchups.
I love how one of the first things in chat is overtime.
People, it's not the worst because this is a 6:30 game, but I wouldn't say I'm hyped for the possibility.
I would leave again. I'm gonna be real. If it's cutting into my Wild game, I'm done. Oh my goodness.
This is just simply incorrect what I'm putting in the banner.
Middle of the night in Germany. Wow, that is a lot of commitment.
Well, thanks for joining us. Let me do some shout outs in 1 second. 8 p.m. Eastern time.
I will take that, Officer Gaming. I don't care. The Wild game can go to as many overtimes as it wants, as long as the Wild will win. Because their elimination last season, we waited up. It was so late. My brother and I, that's volume. My brother and my dad and I, we all waited up for overtime, and it ended in like 0.2 seconds.
What time is it on tonight for them? 10?
It's 8 my time, so 9 your time.
9 my time. Okay.
Yes, I will double.
Lovely.
Yes, 9 Eastern, and then the Panthers play at 8 Eastern, and then this game is at 6:30 Eastern.
Perfect. Thank you guys that have already joined. Troy, Just Me, 77, Statman John, Some Dude, Sly Fox Sports, Officer Gaming, Sebastian, Underwater, Officer Gaming, Chloe. We've got all Winnipeg Jets, all the OGs hopping in right on time. We will have puck drop hopefully soon. I should probably turn my TV on. Like I said, I'm in the middle of dinner, so we should have Megan with us in about an hour. She is going to join us. That's probably the second period, we shall guess. My TV will turn on. Let us know who you think's winning this game. The Penguins are on elimination watch. Are Megan's Penguins going to get upset tonight, people? Did we do this whole thing?
The karma for her having us watch this game again.
She was like, that's the game the people want.
And it might have been.
It was close. It was very close in the votes. I didn't grab it, my computer, and I'll be watching multiple games.
Oh, yes. I will 100% be putting on it. Trying to catch a bit more of Spencer Knight and Net if he's...
Absolutely. I didn't see formal confirmation that he's starting, but I've been very busy this afternoon.
If they don't start him, burn the franchise.
Part of me just thinks it's assumed. What the frick is this game?
Yeah.
NHL hockey.
Fancy.
Oh, I found it. No. There we go, people. It's ironic that the intro screen that I just turned on had Alex Ovechkin with Sidney Crosby when Ovechkin's no longer in the playoffs.
Yikes.
Irony is key, people. $12:30 nighttime. United Kingdom. We got so many people from overseas that are joining us. I will jump on my spiel right away. I actually just watched the first 20 minutes of Hot Take Hockey stream. And he doesn't give any of his pregame predictions until he hits on 100 likes in his video. That is some tea. Imagine if I didn't give you anything until we hit 20 likes. Now that would
if we just sat here.
He just goes, welcome, welcome, like the video until he hits 100 likes. That is bold.
That's power right there. I feel like we don't.
Yeah, that's power. So if you have not yet, make sure that you like the video. If you're new with us, make sure that you subscribe. We're trying to hit 600 tonight. We're at 581. So we only need 19. That is not a hard ask. Not a hard ask for a big night of hockey. Again, we've got 3 elimination games. We have got the Pittsburgh Penguins on elimination watch, the Florida Panthers on elimination watch, and the Minnesota Wild on elimination watch. So we shall see if we can push any of these games to game 7. I'm guessing 2. I'm not saying which 2. I'm just guessing 2 out of 3 of these.
I know which 2 I would like it to be.
So Minnesota and which one?
The Panthers, of course.
Megan won't love to hear that when she joins us.
Listen, if one of them has to get sacrificed, it should be the game that I don't have a strong feeling about.
Yeah, I mean, so I did a great interview today with Big Bad Bruins Banta, who is, his name is Joe. He has a great following on Twitter and Facebook within the Bruins community. Buddha, you're not getting this 4th coin, get away. And so we had a really great conversation about the pros and cons of who the Bruins can face in round 2. And obviously the Penguins have a much stronger offense, but their blue line and their, goaltending is a huge advantage for Boston. On the opposite side of things, the Islanders are just a less strong team, but they have the experience in Barry Trotz as a coach that makes them more of a risk. And we played worse against them in the regular season. So there's really like give and take here that I don't know which one I want, and I'm going to feel uneasy no matter who wins. So
okay, I feel like earlier you had a much stronger opinion.
A lot of people have tried to convince me otherwise, though, and now I feel like I'm wrong.
I honestly feel like the Bruins can be pretty confident going into either matchup. Like, obviously, it's the playoffs. Like, you need to play your best, but I feel like they're a strong team, and they can exploit either team's weaknesses there.
Yeah. Aaron, I'm eating – there is pork loin on this, but there's also hella vegetables. So.
I don't know if that's exactly what vegetarianism is.
Okay. Hamilton the pig liked my tweet today, so I will stop eating pig if that continues. If he follows us, actually, I love bacon. He really has to.
I think you should tweet at him and ask Hamilton the pig if you should go vegetarian and follow his health advice.
If you did not see the video I retweeted today of him eating an entire pizza without remorse,
and then trying to eat another one.
Stardom. Literal stardom. I have never seen something more beautiful in my entire life.
I feel like your obsession with Hamilton is similar to my new obsession with Seltzy. I'm really passionate about that seltzer can.
All right, we've got the goaltending preview here. Ilya Sorokin is starting in net for the New York Islanders. We've got Tristan Jarry returning in net for the Pittsburgh Penguins, although we did debate whether they should throw Lagasse in net. Obviously, they're going to stick with what they know in Tristan Jarry. I don't know if that is the best of decisions, but we shall see. Ilya Sorokin has only made 3 playoff starts in his career, the 3 in this series, with Varlamov starting 1, and he has won all 3 of them. So Sorokin is hot in net right now. We have someone from the Peanut Gallery who will be joining us in period 2 who thinks that they should have started Lagasse. We have got puck drop, though. We shall see how these 2 goaltenders fare and see how Malkin fares. I've heard quite a bit that Evgeny Malkin is going to be the key. Yeah, Evgeny Malkin is going to be the key to this game in terms of the offensive production they need, which is interesting because there are guys like Jared McCann and Jake Gensel who have not really been on fire for the Pittsburgh Penguins. And yet Malkin is the one getting heat. Also, Sidney Crosby, who went 3 games without a point.
I think he does it. Why not? It's Crosby. I feel like that's a safe enough bet. No one's going to flame me for that take.
Jarry should be pulled if he gets in trouble. I don't hate that take.
It's 1 goal out. Shutout or nothing.
But he has 1 bad goal.
Okay. I say just as soon as it goes in, they're like,
So we've got 1 minute into the first period. Ooh, and the Islanders are already starting up hot. I think one thing that we were talking about in whatever game we did last, game 5 for this series, is that coming back to Nassau Coliseum, the Islanders were going to have a huge advantage. Actually, they only have 7,000 people in the stands. So this is not as huge of an advantage as we were thinking in comparison to the Battle of Florida when they're going back from Tampa to Florida and they are at 100% capacity. Oh, that is a Penguins goal early. Wow. What a miss by Ilya Sorokin and a goal by Jeff Carter in the 5-hole.
I really thought the Isles were going to score first here. But...
What a way to start the game.
Wow. All right. Again, just waiting for my replay. That looks like it's 77.
It's Jeff Carter.
Jeff Carter. All right. Good to see him score a goal. Also, thank you for the compliments on my Wild jersey. It's a CCM one that I found thrifting. So always got to snag a low price jersey.
Yeah, that is a huge start for the Penguins that they desperately needed. And again, Jeff Carter was acquired at the trade deadline, and we had some choice words about that because they did not need another offensive weapon. But he has been I think that's his 3rd goal of this series, which when you look at the stats for this offensive momentum that Pittsburgh has, that is huge when you look at Sidney Crosby going 3 games without a point.
It looks like he just shot it in 5-hole.
Yeah.
The Isles goaltender just couldn't get it closed enough because he was trying to extend to cover the net. But I wouldn't be surprised.
He is huge on splits in his saves.
I wouldn't be surprised if the Isles come back and score 1. That seems to be how this series has been going. It is true, chat. The Minnesota Wild might not win. That is possible. We have some positivity about Jari in the chat, though. Aaron says that he has a good feeling about Jari tonight. He posted a good bounce back game after his previous bad game early in the series. All right. Maybe. We have been pretty down on Jari, but who knows?
Yeah, we've got some new folks in the chat. I saw that Bill joined. As Fanboy hopped in. We've got some new folks from Facebook. Thank you. Brian Watson joined. And we have got some nice comments on who's going to score next. We've got some folks from Russia. Thanks for hopping in. I know that time zones are different, so it's probably pretty late for you, but we appreciate the support as we watch and see if the Islanders can light the lamp next after Jeff Carter was able to take advantage of Sorokin's split very early in the game, only 1:30 in.
Shan, do you want to update the...
Oh, yes. I would love to update the banner. Thank you.
Listen, I would do it if you gave me the ability to.
I know. I always forget, and then it's like 10 minutes before the stream, and I'm like, fuck.
We have a question in the chat. Will Tampa beat Florida? I'm hoping not. Honestly, I think that Florida has a better chance than a lot of people are giving them just because of how much trouble they had at the beginning of the series. But I'm really rooting for them. I think it's very possible, this is their game to lose. So we shall see in about an hour and a half.
Yeah, I always forget when they spread out these games how far apart they are, particularly when you look at yesterday's when they were only 30 minutes apart and there were only 2 games.
Yeah, it feels weird going from the beginning of round 1 to going to
it's
now.
Slow. It feels so slow.
It looks like there's a question specifically for you, Shannon. Do you think the Panthers are going to win tonight?
I'm really hoping they are. They do not have home ice advantage tonight, though, which is critical. So, they have played really confidently, and Spencer and I played absolutely fantastic in Game 5. So I think that they have the opportunity to push a Game 7, and then by that point, it's just who played better. You can't say that Tampa had the advantage once they hit a Game 7. Yeah, Brian, it is tough to predict games when you've got elimination or potential game 7 for 3 of them. There is only one series that is not pushing a game 7, and that is between the Toronto Maple Leafs and the Montreal Canadiens. However, the Toronto Maple Leafs sit 3-1 on that series, so their game tomorrow will be a potential elimination as well. If you guys are just joining us, we have got 5 minutes into the first period between the Pittsburgh Penguins and the New York Islanders. We actually had 1 shot on goal in these 5 minutes, and it was Pittsburgh's goal. So
wow. Okay.
Pittsburgh actually did just have a shot right there. I don't know if it was a shot or just a dead play by Sorokin, but the Islanders do lead 3-2. They're playing at home. We shall see if the Islanders can tie it up in these next few minutes. If you have not yet and you're just hopping in, make sure you like the video. Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you're new with us. I know we do have some new folks.
Hoping they pick up the pace a little bit here. It's been, I don't want to say
Islanders goal and Tristan Jarry blunder once again.
Okay. I was just asking for a goal, so.
Tristan Jarry, you fucking moron.
Oh, no. Well, I mean, apparently, if I was the coach, I would be pulling him right now. No. Wow.
I don't know if that was necessarily Jarry's fault, but it was the same.
No, because that was a 2-on-1 opportunity.
Oh, no, it wasn't. It was a deflection off of Jarry's pad.
Yeah. I want to see that again. I need to see what exactly went down there and who I can blame. Okay. Yeah, so that was some bad moves by the Penguins defense, leading to essentially a 2-on-1 with Crosby trailing. So honestly, I would say that's not on Jarry, but it is so easy to blame him for the goals against the Penguins. I'm seeing what I can only assume is a Civ chant going on with the Islanders fans. So clearly they know that Jarry isn't where he needs to be in this series either. So I don't know. Maybe he does get pulled, but putting him in clearly was the decision by the team.
I mean, they haven't started Lagasse recently, so it was a risk either way. Vinny, thanks for hopping in. Luza, thanks for hopping in. Let us know what you're thinking about. We've got 2 goals in the first 7 minutes on 4 shots. So is this gonna be high scoring? Or are we just hot in the first few minutes? I don't know. I would love a high scoring game. We have done some low scoring games in the past few streams.
Yes, I'm always a fan of when the score starts looking more like a football game than a hockey game. I'm also a goalie fan, so then I feel bad for the goalies. It's very complicated.
Update the score. Thank you. Guys, I'm multitasking so hard right now.
Again,
my dinner, trying to chat, trying to update these scores, trying not to stress about Florida.
It's too much.
But again, thank you all that checked us out on Discord so far. Let me throw that link in the chat as well. We've already had so many people join us, and it was popping today. Let me find the link.
Yeah, I feel like that Discord could be really good. I know sometimes it's hard finding people to watch hockey with in person or to talk hockey. I know I talk about hockey way more than some of my friends would like me to. So any hockey news, anything you want to discuss, feel free to put it in there. And we had some great discussions today about players out on injury, players coming in, and what the games were going to be like today.
For sure. Got a couple updates on the Vegas roster that I was pretty excited about. Looks like Pacioretty skated this morning. I'm not sure if he'll start tonight. Obviously, he's been out for a while, so that might have just been a preliminary. But, I mean, if you're Vegas, do you put him in? hoping that you don't have to push a game 7?
I mean, I'm not familiar enough with their roster, but is he potentially going in for McNabb, who's out on COVID protocol?
No, but he is pretty crucial for their second line.
Okay. Yeah, I'm interested to see. It seems like both those teams are kind of making some game time decisions. So as it gets closer to that game, hopefully there's some announcements. I know the Wild have been super hush-hush about Matt Goldie and whether he's playing tonight. Some of the Wild beat reporters, some of them believe he's going to be in. Some of them think he's just getting warm-ups. So we shall see. It's always fun to see a prospect get their first game. But so secret.
Especially in the playoffs.
Yeah, exactly. I feel like it's I think it would be super intimidating, but also, if you can go in there and even just get an assist or have some good plays on the puck, it looks great.
Absolutely. If you guys are just joining us, we've got 13 minutes remaining in the first period. We've got a tie game already, 1-1. Only 4 shots on net, 3 for Pittsburgh, 1 for the Islanders. Obviously, the 1 for the Islanders they were able to capitalize on with the deflection off Jari's pad, with some bad defense by Pittsburgh. The Islanders lead this series 3-2. We are playing at home. Ooh, huge hit by the Islanders. The Islanders are playing at home at Nassau Coliseum. This is potentially their last game at Nassau if this gets pushed to game 7 and they're eliminated. So that is huge for them and huge for their fans. They only have 7,000 fans in the arena right now, but there is a lot of excitement there for just those few fans. Taco, thanks for hopping in. Callie, thanks for joining us. Penn's defense is terrible. Can confirm.
Yeah, I definitely think they were to blame for the Islanders' goal there. They had a mess up at the blue line.
Yeah, huge hit by Cal Clutterbuck on Jeff Carter, actually, who scored the first goal for the Pittsburgh Penguins. They need that kind of momentum. Like we said, in game 5 that we covered, we didn't have a good little blunder after the whistle until the third period between these two teams. There is just not a lot of physicality, which is confusing considering how far we are in this series and how many times they have played in the playoffs in the last few years.
Yeah, these teams both, even if they aren't playing each other, I feel like they're relatively physical teams. So to see them hold back,
they need to be if they want to go further in the playoffs.
Yeah. And as you mentioned, Clutterbuck, every Wild game I go to, he hasn't played there in quite a few years, but there's always a few Cal Clutterbuck jerseys. So he's got his own kind of cult following going on there.
Definitely.
Some people love the way he plays. Some people hate it. If any of you in the comments have any strong opinions on Clutterbuck, I'd love to hear them. But
Jari with another bad. Why does he do that? Just cover the puck. Jari has the tendency to pass into nowhere when the puck is coming at him instead of just covering it and ending the play. And that's how he lost in game 5.
I wonder if it's because he's worried about shots off the face-off. I know some goaltenders are better at handling those than others. And I think especially if it happens to be on his weak side, he's probably pretty concerned about that because that he has a really weak side.
I was going to say, that's a huge point. His glove side is horrendous. Yeah, I don't know how to pronounce your name, but I'm so sorry. Thank you for joining us. But this game is much faster than game 5, which is huge. Oh, what an opportunity for the Islanders. And it's blocked by the Penguins before it can get to Jari. Jari had an open slot that was going in for the Islanders if it wasn't blocked. Wow. Yeah, we do have a ton of opportunities so far, which is great for the pace of this game. You can tell that they're really knowing they're getting close to elimination.
Yeah, the shots are still low, but the game doesn't necessarily reflect that.
Jenna, you're getting compliments on this jersey left and right.
Thank you. I love the shoulder patches. I find them quite fun.
I did just mail our giveaway jersey today, and I was like, why didn't I keep this? Like, this is so nice.
There are other Wild jerseys out there for reasonable prices, I have found. I was like, I wonder, like, there's a bunch of ones without names on it. So I was like, I wonder how much a Kaprizov one is. Or like a reverse retro. And I looked and I was like, never mind.
No, I did look recently. Oh, a fight! We've got a fight. Mayfield throws some good punches. Ref's definitely sending him to the box. For sure. He seems a little caught off guard, but he threw his fist over the ref's shoulder into the face of a Penguins player. It might have been Tanev, but I'm not 100%. No, Kapanen. It says Malkin.
Oh my goodness.
Right?
Yeah, just kind of beating on Jason Zucker, who really wasn't fighting back. So I don't know if I'd call that a fight, but it was certainly some extracurriculars after the whistle.
Extracurriculars.
You've never heard that before?
No, I haven't. Just makes me
laugh. Okay. I was like, oh no. Is this going to be another situation where I'm talking about breezers and no one knows what I'm talking about?
Yeah, so Scott Mayfield's going to go to the box for 2 minutes for cross-checking. Pittsburgh's going to go on a power play. They're going to start with a face-off in the Islanders zone, which was a great opportunity. Sidney Crosby's going to barely make it out with the puck, though, which is not a great start.
Yes. Also, my jersey is a blank jersey. It's CCM, so it's a bit older. I found it at a thrift shop for $10, so can't pass
I will
it up.
never pay more than $100 for a jersey again unless I must have it, or I'll die.
Yeah. I will say I think I got a jersey. It was you always got to look for, if you really want to get one from the NHL shop, they do have sales, and there's no point in buying it outside of a sale. That's how I got my Morgan Riley one, because I was struggling to find one.
Yeah, speaking of, we are sponsored by Pure Hockey. They are doing a huge Memorial Day sale with 20% off of everything. And if you use our link from our social media bio, I'll throw our Twitter in there from our link tree, we get commission on your sales. So they have NHL jerseys, they have CCM gear, they have Warrior Hockey gear, they have Bauer, everything you may need. Go on there, check out our Pure. We are sponsored by Yeti as well, but they don't have a huge sale. So check all that out. Great goal by the Penguins! I think
wow.
By Brian Rust, but I have to see again.
What a start to this game.
Who was it?
Let me see if I can find out.
Ansel, Jake, I'm just giving him shit.
Yeah, we were just talking about how he was due to kind of step it up in this series. I honestly forgot he was on the Penguins for a little bit. But what a goal. I'm going to need to see that one again.
Wow. Let us know what you're thinking, guys. We are 12 minutes into this first period, and we've already got 3 goals on 7 shots.
Yeah, seems like this is certainly not a goaltending battle here. And if this continues, maybe it's not just Jari that should be pulled. I don't know. 'Cause 2 goals on 5 shots now. It's not the best. Okay. NHL.com currently has that goal labeled as unassisted, but I'll see if that updates because I feel like that would be wrong.
Yeah, well, the thing is, Buddha, if they had to pull Sorokin, Varlamov is not a bad option. If they have to pull Jari, Lagasse is a separate issue. Lose our most slept-on team heading into next season.
He could be fantastic. You don't know.
I'm going to say the Rangers. I'm always going to say the Rangers and any sort of who's going to make the playoffs next year, anything like that.
Most underrated team. I feel like I don't have any real research to back this up, but I certainly wouldn't be surprised if the Blackhawks made the playoffs next year. I feel like a lot of people think they're a really old team. They've got a lot of young players that are really coming into their own. So
including their goaltender.
Yeah. So both of those teams I feel like would be ones to watch. I agree. I feel like the Rangers have some great – I always love watching K'Andre Miller play, watched him at Wisconsin, and now he's doing well in the NHL. So
no. So I finished dinner, so we're over that, except Buddha wants to play now. All right, guys. We are in a commercial break. The Penguins just scored 2-1 on a power play. We've got 8 minutes and 30 seconds remaining in the first period. Islanders have 1 goal. Penguins got 2. Islanders hold the series lead 3-2. If they're able to pull out a win here, they can eliminate the Pittsburgh Penguins for a second year in a row. So let us know what you're thinking. They are playing at Nassau Coliseum. This could potentially be the last time they play there if the Penguins are able to force Game 7 and eliminate next game. Excited to see how this is going. This is an evenly matched but like questionable series. It has been interesting, boring, exciting, slow. And
It
this
looks
is
like that goal by Gensel is officially credited to him. That's his first point of the series with assists primary from Letang for 5 points. He's leading the team, and then Malkin with 3 points. So Malkin is certainly, holding his own in his comeback in this series.
Jeremy, it's hard to say who's going to be the biggest name move because we don't know who's going to be protected and not protected for Seattle. So I wouldn't be surprised if one of the Florida goaltenders is moved. I don't know if that's a huge name. I also wouldn't be surprised if the Penguins, although they love to hold on to their forwards, dumped one of them.
That's fair.
And yeah, Callie, I do think the Pens power play is waking up. I think this is looking pretty good right now. If you guys are just joining us, make sure you like the video. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. We're trying to hit 600 today. Oh, an Islanders goal on an amazing deflection in off a bad rebound from Jari. Wow. This is going to be high scoring, folks. High scoring.
That is absolutely crazy. So that's 4 goals on a total of 8 shots, which is pretty unheard of. I don't know if they're going to keep up this pace, but yes, the banner again, of course.
Oh my God. Guys, I can't keep up.
I think, Officer Gaming is a good point. If we're talking about big moves this offseason, I think Eichel is a very
but that's expected. Like,
it's still a big move. I think people are going to be talking about that move for a while, especially if he really has a breakout season somewhere. Wow, just seems like Jari was blocked by his own player there.
All right, let me update this banner, folks. Since I'm 2 goals behind here.
Jeremy Miller is saying McDavid. Some people think he might move this offseason. I'm having.
Can you just leave Draisaitl out to dry? Like Draisaitl's the former MVP. Like I feel like he gets screwed over in these talks.
Yeah, I don't know. I think
fucking Penguins are playing with sauce.
Imagine the Oilers moving either of those players, but
unless they request a trade.
Yeah, that's the thing. Can you imagine if they request a trade, they go somewhere together, how much return they would get?
I have a friend at this game and his cousin works for the Penguins medical staff and saying that Sullivan's pissed off at Jari. Sullivan said that Jari would be pulled if he has another goal.
Ooh.
I mean, it's not, I won't be shocked. Like, I don't know if you have verification of that, but I'm not surprised. Again, 4 goals on 11 shots now, 6 minutes and 30 seconds remaining in the first period. That goal was Kyle Palmieri, assisted by JP Pageau. I love JP Pageau. So we'll see if they can keep this pace. I doubt it. This was the same situation we had in Game 5 where the Penguins had over 20 shots in the second period to the Islanders 4 and then couldn't keep pace and they went to overtime.
Statman John is asking, how can you get info during the game from the bench? I will say, having worked a lot of college hockey games, if you're right behind the bench, especially so if you're your medical staff there right behind the bench, you hear a lot.
Clark, thanks for joining us. We have the OG from the Rod Peterson show, a big Leafs fan. Excited to have you in. If you guys are just joining us, we are 5 minutes and 30 seconds remaining in the first period. Again, a tie game 2-2 from Pittsburgh and the Islanders. Only on 11 shots, the Islanders lead the series 3-2. We are interested to see what happens with goaltending in the second period, since this is obviously not a pace either team wants to keep on going for the remainder of the game.
Honestly, if both goaltenders suck, they could just wait for the other team. You pull your goalie first. It'd be funny to see them both leave at once.
Again, but pulling Sorokin is an entirely separate situation than pulling Jari because Sorokin is replaced by Varlamov. Jari is replaced by Lagasse.
Listen, I've never seen him play, but I think Lagasse would do great.
Yeah, meet the Mets. Thanks for joining. The series has been, or at least the first 12 minutes of this game.
Yeah, they just showed that last goal by the Islanders again, and we were talking about earlier how Jari just hasn't been stopping the puck. He's been deflecting it back, and that's exactly why that one went in.
Puck Viral, thanks for joining. A lot of people think Lagasse would be a huge improvement. I'm interested if that is something you felt prior to the game or watching it right now. That's a genuine question. I mean, like, do you think because of Jari's current player, or did you want them to start Lagasse prior to the game?
My thought has been going into this, obviously I'm not an expert on the Pens organization, but if you have a goalie that's struggling mentally with the opponent, starting someone else can't be worse. It really seems like Jari is in his head and has been for game after game after game, and that's been why his team is struggling. So having a fresh body in net, regardless of what their stats might be before, I don't know. Why not?
No, I mean, I don't think it's a bad thing. We're coming back from commercial break. We've got 5 minutes and 18 seconds remaining in the first. Like we have said, both Sorokin almost had a goal go through there from what he tried to block with his stick, and it went over the post. Thank God. That's when I made the comment about the Penguins playing lacrosse because they were trying to hit it again over the post so that they could hit it in again. It didn't work, but it was lucky that he was able to, I don't know, get it over. I don't even know if it was him that got it over the top post, but we shall see. He's the 6th NHL goalie in the last 27 years to win his first 3 playoff games. So not that he's due for a rough start, but he's a little bit due for a rough start. Tristan Jari, on the other hand, is only in his 5th official NHL playoff start and is not having the best track record.
Oh, no.
Zachary, thanks for joining us. We shall see. We've got 7 shots from Pittsburgh, 5 shots from the Islanders. It's evening out a little bit. We've got a face-off in the Penguin zone that the Islanders were able to win, so they've got offensive possession. Never good for Tristan Jari when they win a face-off on the glove side of him. Hopefully the Pens win so the series can go to 7. So one thing we've been talking about is if the series goes to 7, the round 2 series with the Bruins is not going to start until Sunday at the earliest. If it ends today, it can't start until Saturday because the Bruins will have home ice advantage, and the Celtics play on Friday. So
wow. Again, Jari just deflecting instead of covering.
Right. It's a huge fault of his. So point being, the Bruins are going to have quite a bit of time off, and both of these teams are going to have tired legs.
Yeah, no matter how much time they give whoever comes out of this series, it's just not going to be even. But you could say the Bruins are going to be rusty depending on how you look at it. But
I always fear that. Oh! A really great opportunity by the Islanders that they could have scored on. A weird hit. I am no referee, folks.
So, yeah, they had a chance off of face-off, which is what I was saying maybe Jari's afraid of.
No, Callie, you're not alone there. I have been saying for a long time this season that they desperately need some support at the blue line, which is why I don't like the Jeff Carter acquisition at the trade deadline. You did not need another offensive weapon. You needed a veteran defenseman that is not Chris Letang.
Yeah.
And it's the same situation with any team in the NHL. If you have a bad loss, it comes down to the goaltender, whether they deserve it or not. Yes, Tristan Jari deserves a lot of it, but not all of it. Like, that first goal wasn't his fault. That was the blue line's fault.
Yeah, 100% blue line's fault, especially because they made the mistake, and yet the second guy back was Crosby.
Yeah. And that's another huge thing that I've actually been talking a lot about with the Bruins is that if your offensive guys are not getting back to play defense and are playing crappy defense, whatever they're in, it's a huge risk. David Pastrnak is an incredible offensive sharpshooter, but if he is not playing defense, he's a liability on the ice. And
Yeah.
Crosby's the same way. Whoever it is on the Penguins, shoot 55 shots in a game, but the Islanders can still win on 20 if you're not playing defense.
Yeah, I've seen some great plays with the Leafs. Obviously, there have been mistakes that come out of it, but if I can remember correctly, oftentimes Morgan Riley will skate up and Mitch Marner does a great job of going back and holding down the blue line and allowing their defense to get some offensive chances. And he'll back check if he needs to, which is what you need out of your players.
This is an interesting take. I mean, I agree with you. I think if your goaltender's hot, you have a significantly higher likelihood to go far. But I don't think it's the only key to a deep playoff run either.
No, but I will say that it seems like any team that wins the cup has a goaltender that has been doing extremely well. I hate to say it, but if you think about Binnington, St. Louis getting to the cup, he was hot all through the playoffs, and that was a big part of their success.
While the press, Jenna is giving Binnington a compliment.
Listen.
Guys, if you're just joining us, we are getting close to the end of this period. There's 2 minutes and 41 seconds remaining. We have got a tie game between Pittsburgh and the Islanders, 2-2. We had 4 goals on 10 shots. Now we've got 16 shots, so it's evening out just a little bit. The goaltending has been interesting, to say the least, in this period, with a little bit of bad help from the blue line. The Islanders are leading this series 3-2 with this home game and have the chance to close out the series to take on the Bruins in round 2 if they're able to win. Let us know what you think about this game so far. Obviously, lots of goals, high scoring. Excited to see what you think. Who's scoring next? Statman John Buddha is actually flinging his toys around to my left because he is mad that I am not letting him lick the plate next to me. So thank you for asking.
Honestly, I feel like we've all felt what Buddha is feeling right now. I'm sympathetic.
John Carter is exchanging words with the Islanders bench. Him and Clutterbuck are going at it. I believe that was who was fighting earlier as well. So the vets are getting a little punchy. And for those of you who are just joining us, we will have our third sweetheart, Meg, joining us in 15, 20 minutes or so. She said around 7:30. If you have not yet, make sure you like the video. Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you're new. We're aiming for 600 tonight on our road to 1,000. So excited to see if we can hit that milestone tonight.
Maybe we should hold Meg's appearance on the show for ransom.
Until we hit which milestone?
I don't know. I hadn't thought that far.
No, Meg has to come in because she held our sanity for ransom and forced us to watch this game.
Yeah, if you can't tell, we are definitely more
interested for the Florida game.
We're definitely more into the other games happening tonight. But
Alex, thanks for hopping in. Does Sullivan? No, Jeremy, I think we've heard quite a bit that Sullivan has been an incredible coach. And again, I don't think coaching is the problem here. You have a huge gap for the Penguins, again, on the blue line and in goaltending. And you can't build a team around Sidney Crosby if the only thing you have is offensive weapons. Shoot 55 shots, and if you have ass goaltending and ass defense, it doesn't matter how many shots the other team takes. They can take 5, and they'll score 5 goals. Your boy Jack, thanks for hopping in. If you guys haven't yet and you're just joining us, got 1 minute remaining in the first period. It has been a high-scoring first period, which is a good start to this game. Make sure you like the video and make sure you subscribe now if you have not yet. Make sure you follow us on social media and make sure you join our Discord channel. That was so fun today chatting with you all about how these games were going to go. And my grumpy co-host has joined me. What's your question, Bill? Hit me.
Seems like finishing out the first period, it definitely slowed down a little bit, but I say they come out in the second just as hot. I think there's something's going to go down quick in the second.
I was on mute and I thought somebody scored. That was almost not good. Oh, is Crosby hurt? Or is he milking it? Either is possible. He was slow to get up. Not sure if it's because he's hurt or because he was trying to draw a penalty in Greece.
I'm trying to see. Okay, so he did get cross-checked to the upper back / neck, which, especially for him, is kind of a worrying place. But
the whole play again.
I mean, as always, I hope he's okay. I think he might just be a little rattled from that. He did go down pretty quickly, but seems like he got up relatively quickly, skated off. So,
Manchun, thanks for joining us. Score prediction for the Panthers Lightning game. I'm going to go 4-2 Panthers. Confidence is key. Manifesting.
I'm going to go 5-1 Panthers.
That's talk about confidence. All right.
I think that
intermission.
Going to let in the first shot again and then nothing else.
We've got 5 seconds remaining. Penguins trying to get one more shot off, but we're going to wrap up here with a 2-2 tied game at the end of the first. Islanders outshooting Pittsburgh 10-9. So now we've got 4 goals on 20 shots, a little bit closer. We shall see who comes out in goal for this second period. I am very interested. Jeff Carter is all over the referees. He has just got quite a bit to say tonight.
Yeah.
Let us know. I saw a couple of people did it, but let us know. Oh, wait, that's incorrect. Sorry. Let us know what you think the score is going to be for the Florida game. Before we get into this, if Patrick Sharp is doing the fucking Florida game and not this game, I'm rioting. I will lose my mind.
Oh, no. I'm afraid to see what happens.
All right, we've got 4-3 Cats, 4-1 Florida, 3-2 Panthers, 6-4 Isles, 4-3 Panthers in overtime, 4-2 Vegas, 5-1 Tampa. Most of you are leaning toward Florida. That's exciting. Jenny, you can weigh in on my question too. Look who's joined us for intermission. The biggest Christian Jari fan I've ever seen in my entire life.
That's the thing. I'm like the leader of the Jari opposition. Like, to say the absolute least. I don't know. I thought you guys were family friendly. I'm not. Mainly me. Hi, Jeremy.
We did have a question. Bill, I talked about this on a podcast earlier today. I think Cassidy will probably let Rask sign for one more year, but I would not be shocked if he retires. He has made some interesting comments in his media, which Rask is always like weirdly cryptic in his media days. But I am not going to be surprised if he retires. Again, they have Swayman and they have Dan Vladar, so like they're not at risk in goaltender. Rask has done his deed in grooming new goaltenders, so it's pretty much up to him at this point. And I think a huge factor of it is going to be how far the Bruins go in this playoff run.
Speaking of potential retirements, did you guys see Zdeno Chara's post on Instagram today about the Capitals?
No.
Yeah, so he posted it.
Good for no one sent me this. What is the Discord for?
It was like a big thank you to the organization, and it didn't necessarily sound like a retirement statement because it was really just to the Capitals, but it did sound like a goodbye to that organization. So it seems like, because he has said he's going to talk to his family before deciding if he's retiring or not, but if he's coming back, I don't think it's going to be with the Caps.
There are a lot of Bruins fans that are hoping that he does retire and the Bruins front office is able to hire him in a coaching capacity before their playoff run ends, because he would have a huge impact in the momentum and the excitement in the locker room if they're able to bring him in.
In this playoff run?
Yes.
That's insane.
Can you imagine?
Hey, remember when we beat you like a couple weeks ago in the first round? That's funny. Why am I taking your coaching advice?
I'm just disappointed. Chan's frozen. It's fine, guys.
Oh, I was wondering what that was.
Yeah, I feel like I like make the faces that just sit there for a bit, but no, she's definitely frozen.
Okay.
But yeah, guys, I was paying attention to the game on my drive today, and I just too many goals in the first period. I like don't really understand why. Well, I do understand why, because Tristan Jarry sucks. But I'm glad to see
or your defense. It was your defense's fault, not Tristan Jarry.
Yeah. It's really been on your defense.
Anyway.
At least the first one.
I'm glad to see
They're showing it
Gensel.
right. Well, they're showing the Penguins goal right now.
Okay, I do see
Gensel
Patrick
back
Sharp
on
on my screen.
The ice.
Megan's off the hook. I said that if Patrick Sharp was doing the Florida game and not this game, your head was going to be on a silver platter.
Is he?
No, he's doing this game.
Yes. Yeah.
It's like if I go on day 3 of not doing the game I want to do and him doing the Florida one.
Listen,
Like, do
it was not just about me.
Talking about our peaceful protest we've got going on. For which game you picked?
Wait, what?
We're just peacefully protesting.
Listen. You could have done whatever the heck you wanted.
No, I mean I can't. I just told what to do.
You could have done whatever the heck you wanted, Shannon.
Did you?
I'm sorry. Did I just get kicked backstage?
Did you kick her out?
Yeah.
She comes in and monopolizes the stream.
I once went on someone else's stream, but since we all use the same account, I kicked off one of their streamers from their own stream. It was really funny. It's fine.
Thanks for hopping in. Yeah, we saw. Well, Jenna and I saw. I don't know if Megan saw it, but Crosby did go down awkwardly on his chest, neck area on Sorokin. I don't know if he was hurt or if he was just awkward to get up / trying to draw a penalty. We'll have to see if he's slow in the second period. Obviously, my TV is on mute, so if there's an update, I'm not going to hear it.
Yes, I will be checking Twitter to see if anything gets posted. But if anyone sees something, drop it in the chat so we can figure that out.
Yeah, thanks for everyone that's hopping in the chat for intermission. Obviously, the Penguins and Islanders are tied 2-2 in a very high-scoring first period. 4 goals on the first 10 shots of the game. First one was scored in the first minute and 30 seconds. If you guys have not yet, make sure that you like the video. Make sure you subscribe now. We're trying to hit 600 tonight before this game ends. Hopefully, it doesn't go to overtime, so we don't have to push to that extra 30 minutes. But we shall see. Make sure you hit subscribe now so you do not miss the rest of the weekend's round 1 coverage. Oh, no, Bill, the last goal was Jarry's fault, but the first goal was the defense's fault.
I'm glad you said that because I really thought for a second you were trying to tell me that Jarry had like no role in any of this, and I was like,
No.
No. The pad goal was his fault, but the 5-hole goal from no support from the defense on a breakaway from the Islanders.
But it's also like he literally can't stop anything glove side.
No, he can't. We were talking about that earlier. We think he
up
plays
there. You can say like there was no defense to help him, whatever. But if they're going to put it there, he's not going to stop it.
We were talking about how he awkwardly doesn't end the play because he is concerned about face-offs from his glove side because he can't cover them. But that's how he lost the game in overtime the other day because he prefers to just fling it into play and hope that his guys are there instead of ending the play and taking a face-off on a side he can't block.
His instinct is to use your blocker, and your blocker is great in certain scenarios, but to stop the play, essentially impossible.
No bueno, y'all. No bueno. I just have feelings. I appreciate your peaceful protest, everyone. It's fine. I don't really understand Jenna's role in this because the Wild was not even an option.
No.
But it could have been. Not that I would have been on the stream if it was, because I would.
I was like, you wouldn't have been here anyway.
He just wants support for the West.
Yeah.
I support the West.
For the West.
I support the West so much, just not your team.
Also, okay, a little bit random, but we always get these ideas like mid-stream, and I just wanted to share with everyone that I did get myself a little notepad so I can write down any.
I did have Jenna make a nice spreadsheet the other day because we do just spew out things when we're like a drink in. And then I'm like, that's a genius idea. And I wake up at 3 a.m. when I can't sleep. And I'm like, damn, what was that?
No, I literally
feel like a Blue's
two
Clues
very
test.
strong margaritas.
So
Thinking Amy, thanks for hopping in. I know we've got some new folks joining us. We are tied 2-2 in the first period intermission. We have got some interesting goaltending going on and a lot of offense. We do have some more physicality than we saw in Game 5, which is really exciting. If you have not yet, make sure you like the video and make sure you subscribe now. We're on the road to 600 on our long road to 1,000. So make sure you subscribe to us. And the Islanders are up 3-2 in the series, so they can close out on the Penguins tonight if the Penguins can't pick it up both on offense and in net. Or Megan. Do you have a drink nearby, like if the Penguins do lose?
I think I was talking at the same time as Jenna before, but I said I had 2 like very strong margaritas at dinner.
I had the cacti seltzer. I haven't drank all week, so I did a horrible F45 class, and I was like, I need alcohol.
That was me yesterday. I went to the gym before I came on, and I started drinking, and I was like, nope, this went right to my head. Yeah, I mean, I'm in my sister's apartment for another night because of a really bad storm here. That's coming. So she always has alcohol, so I definitely could drink. My cable is out in New Hampshire. Yes, it's such a bad storm, like coming up the East Coast from the West. If that's the same one, it might be. But it was like crazy. So I'm not going back in the city yet. But Cam Talbot. Yeah, I heard Talbot's not playing in net tonight. Jenna, what do you think of that?
That's rough.
So is Fleury. Fleury's out too.
Oh, well, we talked on Discord. If you're not joined our Discord yet, make sure you do. I'll throw the link in the comments. But we talked on Discord about how Leonard was going in and how that was a huge risk. But they just won the award for the best dual goaltending in the league. So I'm just curious when Leonard became a huge risk for Vegas.
Yeah, and I will say I think that the Wild showed that they could get things past Fleury last night. So if that switch is to kind of throw the Wild off and, throw any film of Fleury, out the window, then honestly for Vegas, that's probably a good decision. Cam Talbot was playing so well last game, and I'm interested to see how this goes.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, I'm watching Florida things.
Yeah, they're showing how physical that game has been, which is just so shocking when you watch this series, which has not been physical at all. We had one scuffle after the whistle, which the Islanders went to the box for, but that has been the only thing all period. In Game 5, they didn't have any fighting until the third period. It's absolutely insane when you look at this series and other series throughout the league and compare them in physicality.
Well, the Pens aren't like a fighting team necessarily. So the Islanders are the ones who are trying to. No, I know, but they're like kind of picking fights with the Pens, which is why they're starting to fight. I'm just saying.
I mean, when you hit Game 6 and you're about to be eliminated, you have to be physical.
But like, you don't have to be physical in that way.
What? I mean, I guess, but they're not hitting either.
Has anyone been able to find any updates on Crosby? Because I'm really struggling to find anything. But I also don't follow any Penguins beat reporters.
Me neither. I think Fleury's hurt. I don't think he's hurt.
I don't think Fleury's hurt. I
think he might be a little banged up, I think, because I know he did go off last game, but I think they're probably just trying to be cautious for assuming they go to the next round. So he'll be good to go then.
I don't think Crosby's hurt either. I mean, yes, it was an awkward fall. He might be a little sore, but again, this is Game 6 in an elimination game of the Stanley Cup Playoffs. He's not going to go out.
I was going to say, Crosby could have a broken arm and he's still going to play.
Also, it was an awkward hit from the back. He was definitely trying to draw a cross-checking call. Crosby is a smart veteran player who knows how to draw a penalty.
Yes, I will say it does tread close to what we've been seeing, starting with that Tom Wilson cross-check to the back and those dangerous cross-checks that have been happening in front of the net really all around the league. And
Sid had one a few days after Tom Wilson did too.
Yeah. And I mean, Crosby is one of those players that a lot of people say that he, is begging for calls and stuff like that, but there is something to be said about star players being left unprotected by refs in the NHL, and I think he's definitely a victim of that. So with calls like this, it's hard because there's so much commentary around it to really kind of dig through it and find out what's going on.
Yeah, I agree. I think that's a good point. How many wins do the Islanders have in the playoffs? 3. Yeah. It's 3-2 right now. Islanders are leading 3-2. Welcome. What else did I miss? What else have we talked about? I was in the DMs earlier. You said something shady, and I can't remember what it was, but I was going to comment on it.
I don't know.
I was watching.
Guys, we are 16 subscribers away from 600. I would love to hit that sooner rather than later.
Start an OnlyFans. Just kidding.
We will not do that, but we did start a Discord. So if you've not joined that, we've had a ton of fun so far. It has only been live for 36 hours, so please join. When we hit 50 in the Discord, I will appoint moderators, and I know a lot of you are really excited about being moderators, so help us promote the link.
Who was here last night who was going to get their school to follow everyone?
Troy.
No pressure.
Yeah, I think this is a good point. People see what Wilson got away with, and now they're kind of like going over that line and trying to be like, okay, how far can we push this with also not getting in trouble other than a fine that isn't going to make a difference in their lives. But then it's like, some people are going to get caught, though, and it's become more of an issue. Kapanen, fuck yeah. God, I love Kasperi Kapanen.
Yeah. And I think that's why they need to lean more towards harsher, missing games and stuff, because I don't think anyone felt particularly deterred by Wilson's punishment, including him. So it's something that I would like to see fixed sooner than later, and have been saying I want fixed for seasons upon seasons.
It's even like, even if they don't fix it, just be consistent. Like,
I feel like consistent, yes, I think a lot of people are aiming for consistency, but if you get consistency and it's a sort of consistent ruling that is endangering players, I don't know how that's better than occasionally being stricter and hopefully helping a couple players while not helping some others.
That's true. Good point. Yeah, don't be Kadri.
There's a lot going on with Kadri's punishment being so much harsher, and
that's
whether or not that has anything to do with race has been a discussion, and I'm at least proud that there is a discussion that's growing around player safety in the league, and that there's pressure from fans and teams, if you look at the Ranger, for changes.
Yeah, absolutely. If you guys are just joining us, we're in the intermission for the Pittsburgh Penguins New York Islanders game. I know a few of you just hopped in. The game is tied 2-2. We had 4 goals on the first 10 shots, so it's been a pretty busy game, both on the goaltending side and the offensive side. So you guys were watching before you hopped in with us. Let us know what you're thinking about the game so far, and make sure you like the video and subscribe to the channel. We do daily NHL playoff coverage, and we are taking requests for games for the end of round 1 and the start of round 2.
But not tomorrow.
We're off tomorrow. We're planning for round 2 tomorrow, so we're not streaming tomorrow. We will be busy on social media and busy in Discord, taking all of your comments throughout the games tomorrow.
All of the busy. Speaking of all of the busy, I got Instagram.
Wait a minute, we're not streaming tomorrow?
We're not. No,
guys, you gotta tell me these things.
Jenna, that's
do
not.
you want a night off or do you want to stream?
No, I'm happy with the night off. I just listen. Sometimes I miss things.
I have happy hour plans.
I'll
family coming to town this weekend. I gotta clean my apartment, people.
leaves.
Guys, we got lives.
I'll be
reassigned to the Vegas AHL team. Ooh, that's interesting. I feel like it's so late to be reassigned to an AHL team. Like, I'm sorry. Just be scratched.
Well, what Jenna and I had a good conversation yesterday about what goes into the travel during the playoffs, and then also for AHL teams, what goes into the travel of being called up and down, and how frequently teams can call people up and down depending on the proximity of your AHL team. So for Boston, it's just in Providence. It's a 45-minute drive. And I know Iowa and Minnesota is not that far, but there are other ones that are either a flight away or they're many hours away for a car. So you have to plan more strategically. You can't make as many roster moves.
Yeah. I think sending someone down isn't as big of a deal, especially.
No, it's calling people up. That's the.
Yeah, because especially if you have Pacioretty right there, ready to fill his spot. I think. I'm not sure where the Vegas AHL team is specifically. Are they still in AHL? Where are they at in their season? Because I know the Leafs, like, they reassigned a bunch of Marlies, so I know they're done. But is it like the playoffs right now for them, or?
I don't think they're having like a normal playoffs. Like they're having like something, but then it's just like they're not going for like a cup. Guys, we've started the second period though, by the way.
I just threw the link once again in our Discord channel. Yes, you do all need to join it. If you don't know what Discord is, it is just an app like Slack where you can chat with all of us all day about what's going on. We will make any channel you guys want. If there are different topics, when there are enough of you, we will make them for specific teams. And we provide all the updates on what we're doing. We take requests in there. And it has been super fun so far to chat all the time about what's going on in the playoffs. Like Megan said, the second period has just begun. So we will update the banners. Now that Megan is back, she can return to her banner perch.
I'm on it.
I got it. I did this one. But I missed a bunch of the goals in the first 10 minutes, and they were heated at me. So we are a minute in. Again, the Islanders are out shooting the Penguins now it's 10-10 each. So it's been pretty even on the offensive side. Again, the goaltending has really been the story thus far. So we will see what that looks like. Actually, who started in net? We didn't even look. Looks like Sorokin for the Islanders. Jari would really be the.
I mean, he's gonna be there, guys. Like we can't like. They have too much faith in him. I feel
like we keep saying the story is the
goaltending.
Yeah, he's right there. Like that.
I really think it's the lack of goaltending.
Thank you guys that are hopping in now. We just started the second period of the Pittsburgh Penguins New York Islanders, tied 2-2, tied 10-10 for each team for shots. Islanders lead the series 3-2, and we had some interesting goaltending in the first period. Excited to see how that plays out for the second period. Rumored, Penguins goal on Sorokin off a tip-in. We got 3-2 for the Pittsburgh Penguins early, only a minute and 53 seconds.
Was Zucker? And Matt, wait, was that same line, guys? Yes.
That is the second goal for that line. That was Zucker.
That is the same line that got it their first goal in the first period.
A fantastic tip in off of Zucker. Sorokin had nothing he could do about that. Great start of the second period for the Pittsburgh Penguins.
Yep, that line of Carter, Kapanen, and Zucker is so underrated. And I think they are like the piece we need to like capitalize on right now. Like, fuck yeah. I'm living.
Yeah, I feel like honestly, because most teams are obviously going to focus on Crosby and Malkin and Letang. So I feel like this line is going to get some better matchups. I will say, I think Malkin was out there for that.
That'd be interesting.
No, he's on the ice now, so there's no way he would.
He's there now. Okay.
Well, I don't know. Let's
see. Like out there randomly sometimes with Sid and Gensel, even though Malkin's like a second line guy, and Gensel and Sid normally play with Rust.
I
feel like they've been lost.
It's Rust and Gensel right now because Gensel already scored.
Yes.
Yeah.
I will also say that it would totally make sense if they were double shifting him if he's been doing well. So it's
Malkin
possible. Yeah, let's see. They still haven't assigned any assists to Zucker's goal, so hard to tell.
I think the first assist was Kapanen.
I would assume so, but they just haven't assigned them yet. Yeah, I don't know how to tell who is on the ice, unfortunately.
Let's get another one. Guys, what would it be? I want everyone's input. What would be a good emoji for the Carolina Hurricanes?
The tornado emoji.
See, that's what I thought, but I'm like, that's not a.
For who?
Hurricane. Or there's like.
I used the rainstorm one yesterday.
There's like a spinny one that doesn't make sense. Ignore me. I don't know what I'm talking about.
Okay.
Don't worry about it.
Troy Johnson, that's great. Yeah, share our channel with literally everyone you know so that we can get the subscribes in, people. We are super excited. The Penguins just took a 3-2 lead a minute and 30 seconds into the second period. We are now 3 minutes in. Shots are still sitting pretty even with Pittsburgh having 12, Islanders having 10. That was the first shot of the second period that the Penguins were able to capitalize on. So
Yes.
that has been the story of the game. First shot of the game, Islanders scored, and we'll keep going that way and see if that persists.
And it is officially a Jason Zucker goal with a primary assist to Malkin, who took the shot, and a secondary assist to Cece. So Malkin was indeed out there at the point.
Yeah, I don't think the storyline of Malkin needs to get his shit together can persist any longer.
Yeah,
He
no,
has
I
had a
think
strong.
he's coming back to life.
He's had a strong
For sure.
game 5 and game 6. So
Ooh.
look at all those free Islander shirts.
I don't understand who he's playing with. Maybe they're just not. The lines just aren't moving fluidly.
Maybe they're tinkering Bruce Cassidy style.
That is very not Mike Sullivan style. Who just? Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! 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 We are hurt. Oh my god! Get off the fucking ice! That's not good. Zucker, I think, just ran off the ice after getting hit in the leg.
Guys, we just hit 25 likes. Thank you for helping.
Big emoji.
If you guys have not yet, make sure you hit the subscribe button. If you're new with us, like we said, Pittsburgh has taken the early lead over the Islanders 3-2. Only 22 shots for both teams in this game. We've already got 5 goals. So 5 minutes into the second period, we shall see if the Islanders can once again tie this game up. Mike, do you think they should change the lines up or no? Yeah, Zucker is hurt.
Yeah, he's hurt. His foot's hurt. He got.
He blocked a shot on his.
Yeah, if you look, it like literally hit right in the ankle there, and he went down like immediately, but like nothing stopped, and he got up on one skate.
That's actually one of the most common injuries in the playoffs is people blocking shots in like desperate ways and breaking bones.
Yeah.
I will say one of the interesting things about breaking your bones as a hockey player, because your foot does actually, especially at this level, get adjusted so it's more comfortable to be in skates. Like your foot is actually reshaped. So some players, when they hurt their foot, will actually not know the extent of it until they take their skate off and will feel better when in skates when they're injured.
Yeah, he's sitting there. He's sitting there.
That's the same thing with skiers as well because their boots are so tight.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's over there talking with their medical staff. So we will see. I don't think he's coming. I don't think he's going off. So he's definitely going to come back on the ice. But I think that's something we'll have to wait and see after this game or later in this game. Callie, I read that. I was not computing, so I'm literally posting on Instagram right now. No, because I feel like it's not in I don't think it's in Sullivan's nature to like switch up our lines that much. That I think it's our fourth line. That's like Kapanen and Zucker and everyone. I think that's like a really strong one. I kind of feel like they could mix up who goes on the second line with Malkin a little bit, but I also do think that first line of Gensel, Crosby, and Rust is really good because they've kind of gotten in a rhythm with themselves, and they do really well with Dumoulin on the defense with that line. I feel like they're just really fluid there. But I don't know. I feel like you can mess with the middle.
Thank you, everyone that is hopping into Discord. Super exciting to see all those notifications every time I turn around and check my phone. If you have not yet, hop into the Discord, like the video, and subscribe to the channel. Once again, we are trying to hit 600 subscribers before the end of the game. We only need 15 more. So if you're new with us, hit that little red button, please. Got about 14 minutes remaining in the second period. Got a face-off in the Islanders zone that the Penguins have been able to win.
Breaking time, guys.
I at least go on mute when I crack the can.
No, you should hear that I'm cracking a can. No, Jeremy, I think that's a really good thought. I think Malkin could be good with them. With Cap and McCann. They're super good together. It just feels like I don't know. They kind of feel like the future of the Pens to me. Like, I don't know. I feel like as this like series has gone on, I've kind of gotten to a point where I'm like, I'm ready for our transition almost. Which, like, I know Crosby's not going anywhere anytime soon, and Malkin's not going to go anywhere if Crosby doesn't go anywhere, and Letang, unless he breaks like a paper bag, which he isn't going to go anywhere either. But like, it could happen. We need it a little bit.
So the Islanders throughout this entire series have not been a second period team. It's been pretty standard. Penguins, in that vein, have had 5 shots this period to the Islanders 1. So if the Penguins can really capitalize on the Islanders' horrendous second period play, they could extend this lead before they go into the third period, where the Islanders have historically given them trouble. That would really be a key if Pittsburgh wants to take control and push this to a Game 7 and not give the Islanders any opportunity to take control of this game once again.
Yeah. What was I going to say? I don't know. I had a thought and it left me.
Guys, let us know how you're feeling so far. We just entered commercial break during the second period. Obviously, the Pittsburgh Penguins took a very early lead of this game. We went into this period tied 2-2. We're now at 3-2 after a goal within the first 2 minutes. If you have not yet, make sure you like the video, you subscribe to the channel, and let us know who's scoring the next goal. We love to play this game.
Guys, what does it mean to friend someone on Discord? Like, what am I allowing someone into my life if they add me as a friend?
I mean, I don't think it really matters, does it?
I don't really know how it works. I have like you two and then Andrew from Short Shift. I don't know.
Oh,
I don't know. I'm just curious how this works. Your boy Jack, good.
Oh, and you changed your picture to Minnesota Wild. Let us know. There are 2 others. So obviously in this game, if the Penguins lose, they are ousted from the playoffs. There are 2 other games tonight that
just
are
stab me in the heart. Why don't you?
at risk for elimination. Jenna's Minnesota Wild, as well as the Florida Panthers. So do you think any of these teams are pushing a Game 7? Let us know. Obviously, the Penguins are up right now and have the potential to push a Game 7. How about Florida and Minnesota? Let us know. Ooh.
Say hi, Megan's sister.
Hello. How was wedding prep going?
Oh, it's going.
Her dress looked beautiful, though, today.
Oh, I'm sure it does.
You're welcome, sister. Wow. Jenna, I'm so sorry. But I really just want VGK to destroy some people tonight and just let's get on with it, you know?
Troy, we do know Hot Take Hockey on YouTube. We have been planning to collab for a couple streams now. So once we get that situated, that should be really fun. I did watch the first 20 minutes of his stream today before I had to hop off and start our stream. So it looked like he was pretty close. I was actually chatting about how when he starts his streams, he doesn't offer his take.
I was listening when you said that, and I was like, he literally just like sits there. I mean, let's
Until he hits 100 likes.
Perspective here, guys. Hot Take has like 35,000.
He's very close to 35,000 subscribers.
Yeah, like he can do that. Like
he won't offer any of his predictions or any of his takes on the game he's streaming until he hits 100 likes.
I'm never offering up a prediction or a comment ever again.
Until we, guys, when we hit the subscriber goal, then I'll let you know what I think about this.
And then I'll give you my opinion on this game. That has 12 minutes and 30 seconds left. We are still up 3-2. That's just commentary. Those aren't predictions. Up, we're down a little bit. Is that going to turn into a fight? Maybe. Who's under there? Was that
Talking about the Wild aren't getting past tonight. He says from a Vegas channel. Guys, if you're just joining us, Megan was wrapping it up, but we are 12 minutes remaining in the second period. Pittsburgh was able to take an early lead in this period with a goal in the first minute and 30 seconds. We are sitting at 3-2. We are sitting at 3-2 in the series with the Islanders leading the series. This game is obviously at home, one of the potential last games at Nassau Coliseum. If the Penguins are able to pull out a win in this series, we shall see who is taking the lead in this game. If the Islanders can tie it up, let us know what you're thinking about this game so far. It was pretty high scoring, but this period has been a little bit slower.
A little bit more quiet. It's fine. It's good for the Islanders to put it in the top corner, and then Barry's not going to catch it, and then it's going to be fine. We're all going to be tied up again. We're going to go to like 17 overtimes. It's fine.
Yeah, and I did mention that the Islanders are a horrendous second period team. So
Yeah, just wait for the third period, and they're going to come and I can't say what I was going to say. They're just going to come kill it.
I wonder how, as a team, you really fix being bad in the second period, like losing momentum in the middle of the game. Like, what do you do in practice?
The Bruins were a bad second period. Oh, and that's an Islanders goal! Brock Nelson scores once again. That is quite a few for him in this period or this series.
I was going to say, is he on Hattie Watch?
No. In this series,
Who scored their first two?
Palmieri scored one and Bolivier scored the other.
Oh, Nelson had a first assist in their first goal. Great. Love it.
They look so happy, Meg. You should be happy.
Good for them. I'm glad the Islanders feel happy.
I'm sorry.
Oh my God, I literally hate everything. But here's the thing. I feel like we're more likely, pull Jari. I'm 100% on board. We're more likely to lose in game 7 because we're really bad at winning important games at home. We always win Stanley Cups on the road. So
Buddha just left the couch and went into his crate because he's sick of me yelling at this game.
Ooh. Oh my God. Literally, just what the hell was that? Just tearing off Belugar's helmet for no reason. And then not getting in trouble for it. What the heck? Aaron, hi.
I really do think that has to do with the fact that they have to go back to the bench.
Oh, another Islanders goal! I didn't even finish the first tweet.
Might as well combine the tweets.
What's that? Who
I'm
was
so
that?
glad you gave me a drink, Jordan.
You're welcome.
So that has to be it for Jari, right?
If it's not, I'm going to riot. I'm going to start a Twitter trend of cancel Tristan Jari. Just saying.
Ooh, my.
In OT,
Where is it?
guys,
Islanders
why are
fans
you pretending
vibing
to
in the
manifest
stands.
OT? Not a thing. Matt Murray would have saved that. Y'all, we ain't getting that far into this. Let's not pretend that Matt Murray could do much right now.
I would say I could save that, but I'm so new to goaltending. I can't really go down. I'm more of an upright goaltender, and if I go down, it takes me a second to get back up. So
Just I'm
with
slow.
that said, you're welcome to come to any of my games. I won't be in net.
All right, for everyone that is just hopping in, we have had a busy few minutes. The Islanders have scored 2 unanswered goals on 15 shots, 2 goals in 13 seconds.
You can't call them unanswered 30 seconds after the goal.
You can. They're unanswered.
They are currently
Give it
unanswered.
3 minutes at least.
They are technically unanswered.
Oh my God.
All right. Well, so we're setting 15 shots for each team. The Islanders are leading 4-3 on what has been an incredibly high-scoring game. Only 30 shots and 7 goals. 10 minutes and 30 seconds remaining in the second period. The Islanders are leading the series 3-2. If you are just hopping in, make sure that you like the video, you subscribe to the channel. We have got plenty of hockey coming, both in this game and throughout the rest of the night. So make sure that you are not missing it. We do daily NHL playoff coverage, and we are excited to see what happens in this game and if Megan's Penguins can survive another day.
I think we never mind. I'm just getting
crafting a great response to the Slapshirt's sweetheart's tweet. Guys, I'm really proud of this.
Love it. Jari needs to be replaced. He's been making way too many mistakes. Literally. Wait, guys, want to hear about this meme that my friend sent me?
Yeah.
I was into Shannon this morning. It's really funny. So it's like one of those like conversation things, and it's like, her, come over. Tristan Jarry can't. In the middle of a big game, double OT. I'm here until we score. Her, nobody's home. Jarry lets the goal in. I thought that was really funny.
Oh no.
This is what my friends sent me.
Ah, yes. Oh,
What?
a great time. Someone really said Banner Shan and she left.
Oh!
That's what you get for asking her to do things.
Shannon's getting like canceled now. It's fine, guys. Shan?
Fucking useless Wi-Fi. I am gonna flip out on Verizon. Thank
What
you
is-
for fixing the banners. That's what I was in the middle of doing when my Wi-Fi went out.
Oh, I was like, where'd you go? I already fixed it.
All right, people.
It's fine. We're all here. We have 8 minutes and 37 seconds left. It's fine. Your meme froze, Shannon. That was my meme. I'm Megan.
Oh, and that's another Islanders goal! Brock Nelson again. Now he's on Hattie Watch.
Yeah, Callie, I think you can safely go to bed.
Gotta go change the banner.
Now my gift really applies.
What'd you post?
I put Shan put up like, Penguins fans, are you pulling Tristan Jarry tonight? And I put, you know that gif from Monsters Inc. where they're like singing and dancing and saying, put that thing back where it came from or so hurt you. I just really felt like that was fitting.
Guys, you can't ask why does it say 4-2 10 seconds after the goal. It takes us a second.
Honestly, pretty bad that you didn't just
Oh my
close it and automatically update.
Stop on this now. Like, oh no, I must save her then.
Listen, in 2 minutes, there's another
What
game.
Bud
happening.
Light into
Tristan
this?
Jarry has officially been pulled.
Yes.
Thank God. Over the
He's
Chris
not.
Letang
No,
trying
I'm
to
sorry.
be
No,
like,
he is
or
not.
you
No,
don't
he is not.
actually. Wait, no, he
Fake news.
didn't.
Fake news. Fake news. I'm sorry. I'm spreading fake news. He was stretching. He has not
Well,
been
I
pulled.
wish he was pulled. Jeez.
Oh, no. Wow.
I can't believe they didn't pull him.
If he comes back
Like,
out
even-
in the third period,
Yeah.
I'm going to cancel Mike Sullivan.
You're
Like-
canceling everyone over there.
I'm like feeling cancel culture today.
Here's what I think. Whether or not you believe, how many of these goals were Jarry's fault, if it's one, if it's all of them, if it's whatever in between, honestly, sometimes you have to pull the goaltender to kind of tell your team, okay, time to step it up.
Yeah.
You don't even have to pull the goaltender because of the goaltender, but I'm thinking pull the goaltender.
All right.
I
Well, I mean, you're on elimination
Say
watch.
that, like,
Put Crosby in net. Like, I don't. What do you do to stay?
find
in
the
this series?
Zamboni driver, guys. We've seen it happen before in other teams. You never really know. Get
Put
Jenna
Buddha
for
in.
all I care. Put her on a chopper right now. She'll be there for the third period. Like, I can't.
Put Buddha in. This is the
Put
time.
me in. Like,
Listen,
I
the
can't.
three of us can just stand there.
And we can try and say, like, it's the defense fault, but every goal is at least a little bit the goalie's fault, and a little bit of 5 is still a lot.
All right, guys, let's settle it down a little bit. If you're just joining us, we have 7 minutes and 45 seconds remaining in the second period. Tristan Jarry has given up 3 goals. Okay, the Pittsburgh Penguins. I won't put it all on Jarry, although Megan wants to. The Pittsburgh Penguins have given up 3 goals in around 5 minutes of this last period. We now sit 5 goals for the New York Islanders, 3 goals for the Pittsburgh Penguins.
That
Shots
was
are even at
hit
16 per team. So we've got 32 shots and 8 goals. Islanders are sitting 3-2 leading the series with the potential to knock out the Pittsburgh Penguins and face the Boston Bruins in round 2 if they are able to hold this lead going into the third period. We shall see if the Penguins can keep this high game going. That was a huge high hit by the Penguins. Wow. They are
Not
getting
bad at it.
Oh, breakaway. Oh, and it went wide. Islanders are not done yet. They want to keep the shots going on Tristan Jarry. He has got 7 minutes to survive.
And here's the thing. If that hadn't have gone wide, it definitely would have gone in.
Oh, and another breakaway by Evgeny Malkin on Ilya Sorokin.
Someone's
The
down in
shots are
center ice.
messy right now.
Someone's down in the middle in center ice.
Oh.
Not anymore.
I am seeing some great ideas in chat.
They're back
Statman
up.
John said, put the pig in. I agree. Hamilton would do a great job. He would eat the puck.
That man, John, you're a genius. Make a wallpaper of Hamilton the Pig. Wallpaper Wednesday next week. Set up.
I did promise that would be the next Wallpaper Wednesday. So if anyone has wallpaper requests, I will consider all of them. I'm also seeing Vinny said just pull both the goalies and see who gets the most goals. And honestly, as a bystander who doesn't particularly care who wins this one, I'm for it.
All right, guys, if you are just hopping in, it does look like we had a hurt. I think it's Zucker. Zucker is still really feeling some pain for Pittsburgh, and he's trying to fight through it, but I don't know if he's going to be able to back out in the third period. If you're just hopping in, we just went in a commercial break. Penguins are down. It's 5-3. And Megan, you gave the Penguins the lead.
Yeah, I just switched it back.
What is
Wait, it's
happening?
not 5-3.
What did you do to this banner?
Looks like Zucker is hurting on the bench again. So seems like that injury that injury is coming back. Was he out there? Was he trying to skate again?
What's the score?
It's 5-3. This is your team. All right, guys, if you're just joining us, the score is 5-3. The Islanders have scored 3 unanswered goals. Megan is, I don't know if she's drunk or just sad that the Penguins are
Losing it.
getting eliminated. Probably both. If you're a Penguins fan, I'm so sorry for you. We've got 2 other teams on elimination watch tonight. The Florida Panthers and the Minnesota Wild. We are excited to see what happens tonight, wrapping up round 1 for most of these series, unless teams are able to push game 7. If you're new with us, make sure you subscribe to the video and make sure that you like the video. Thank you for everyone that said the ticker is off. Megan was supposed to take over these banners when she got back, and I don't know what's going on here.
I
So
don't think she's
Chelsea.
handle it tonight.
She's emotionally distraught. I don't blame
Alex
you.
is
Tristan
like-
Jarry is messing. Tristan Jarry is an emotional roller coaster for all. Buddha literally wants to get away from me. He is pushing on the bedroom door to open so he can leave the room.
Oh my goodness. I love the idea. Someone said 17-0 for the Islanders. I love the idea that they would take back the Penguins' 3 goals.
Not just 1, 3 of them.
3. Toronto is calling and they have things to say.
Guys, we're also trying to hit, Zucker is going off the athletic trainer. That is not happening.
Yeah.
We are trying to hit 600 subscribers tonight. We are 15 away. If you're new with us, make sure you hit the subscribe button. We do daily NHL playoff content, and we are excited to see what happens in round 2. We're taking requests on what series to cover. We've got a face-off in the Islanders zone that the Islanders were able to win, clearing out the Penguins are not able to clear that, so it will not be icing. Ooh.
I will not regain my composure until Tristan Jarry is out of the net.
Because Legacy is just so peaceful.
Hi, Jenna.
Guys, let us know how you're feeling with this game right now. It took a really drastic turn in the last few minutes, and we've got some high hit. Brandon Tanev just flung an Islander to the ground as soon as he took it.
I'm pretty sure that was Chris Letang.
Was it the hair? It's the hair.
Yeah, they have the same hair because Chris Letang is 53, and I think Tanev might be Chris Letang is 58, and I think Tanev might be 53.
Okay.
So truly, the numbers and the hair all look the same.
It's in the pork.
Because I didn't season the pork loin. Wait, this is the funniest comment I've seen today.
Which one of you told me to be a vegetarian when I was eating pork earlier?
Correct.
Guys, that is
Wait,
the
someone
link.
told you to be a vegetarian?
I was finishing I had Buddha found the plate, you little snake. I was eating pork loin and rice and broccoli and mushroom because I was cooking dinner.
You were eating pork?
Yeah.
What a savage. And you say, oh yeah, Tanev is 13. I knew there was a 3 in there.
Boy, Jack, hit us with the question. Aaron Brazier was that. Thank you guys that are hopping back in. We are excited to be watching what has been a crazy game 6 and a potential elimination game. We shall see if Pittsburgh can tie it back up. I know that I said that the Islanders are not a second period team, but they proved me dead ass wrong in the water as soon as I said that. I love being proved wrong in games like this. So let's keep it coming. Let us know who you think is going to score next. Are the Islanders going to keep it on a hot streak? They've got 5 more minutes to hurt Tristan Jarry before he's probably getting pulled. So
Wow. Okay. I'm back from my coughing fit. That was. Life's going great. I'm fine.
Wait, who asked if they could? Someone asked if they could ask a question. Sure, you can ask it. Doesn't mean we're going to answer, but we'll consider it.
wow, the drummer from School of Rock just died.
What?
Freddie?
Yeah.
Did you know that the fat boy?
He's
and-
married to, yes, I did know this.
Yes, he's married to the girl.
All right, we're going to go to a dead play with 4 minutes and 13 seconds remaining and a commercial break. So many commercials in the playoffs, man. It's the same thing that's annoying about intermissions for overtime. Yeah. Buddha's being a pain in the butt tonight. Florida game starting soon. That is the news I want to hear, people.
Be a great intermission.
Whatever, Shan. Just switch games. Who cares?
No, I'm not going to switch games. I am enjoying what I'm seeing right now. So we've got, like we said, 3 teams on elimination watch tonight. Obviously, one of them is Pittsburgh Penguins. We are having an interesting period for the Penguins. I wouldn't call them out, though. They only 2 goals behind. This is really not that bad. It's just been a bad few minutes. And we have got the Florida Panthers on elimination watch trying to push Game 7, and Jenna's Minnesota Wild trying to push Game 7 on the Vegas Golden Knights later this evening. So let us know what you're thinking about those series as well as we wait for this commercial break to wrap up. Excited to see how those go. We're very excited for round 2 to start. I know I am, as a Bruins fan who has been waiting days for a new series.
Must be nice. Must be freaking nice, Shan.
Oh, no.
Is anyone else drinking 7% tall boy? Because me.
It's not a tall boy, but it is 7%.
Cheers, y'all.
All these Bruins fans in the comment. There we go. Yeah, we did say Brock Nelson is on Hattie watch now.
Do the Islanders throw it fish?
No,
No.
they don't throw anything.
Except for they do occasionally throw things at John Tavares.
Yeah, so Anthony Bolivier has a goal and 2 assists. Brock Nelson has 2 goals and 1 assist. Josh Bailey has 2 assists. So the Islanders' second line is absolutely on fire.
Like destroying the game. Like
are the problem for the Penguins right now.
truly, it could be the Islanders' second line versus like any like the full roster of the Penguins, and they'd still win if they just played full 60.
If you guys are just hopping in, we're wrapping up a commercial break. We've got 4 minutes remaining in the second period. The Islanders have scored 3 unanswered in a quick fashion on the Penguins to take the lead. It was 2-2 when we started this period. Pittsburgh struck first, and then the Islanders quickly retaliated on Tristan Jarry, assuming that Jarry will be pulled in between the second and the third period. But we shall see what Mike Sullivan
I
has.
hate that we can't even like assume that because like
Jarry covered the puck, though. He doesn't usually do that.
well
Wow.
clearly what he was doing before wasn't working for him. So
We've got a pretty even shot count still, which is not something we've been able to say about a lot of series. Pittsburgh's got 19. The Islanders have 18. Again, though, a lot of goals on not a lot of shots. Bolivier and Letang going at it pretty high. I'll see. We haven't got a lot of penalties either.
I feel like they just have like some like
Have we had
quick
any?
aggressions.
Yeah,
Like they
the first
haven't like
two last
escalated too much. It's just kind of been like they've been like poking the bear. Like eventually it's gonna explode, I think, in the third period at some point, especially like when the Islanders go up like 7 or 8-3, you know? Then
When
it's
the
gonna
Penguins are close to elimination, if they get there, I'm not counting the Penguins out. I mean, they're a great team. They can clinch first. Like,
I would just like to
Who am I
say
gonna
I
root
turned
for?
on the Florida stream, and it was during the anthem, and they were projecting a giant picture of Abraham Lincoln across the entirety of the ice.
What?
They were like, that was just the image that it started on. Then they showed like fighter jets and other patriotic things, but I really was not expecting that much of Abraham Lincoln. Good for him, though.
I have some wild stories about the Lincoln Memorial, but they're just ridiculous. Love Lincoln. Great guy.
Good save by Ilya Sorokin. Oh, we've got a fight. We got punches being thrown.
Finally.
Is it both ways this time?
Finally.
It looks like the Islanders started it, but I'm not 100%.
Yeah, McCann definitely, though, did not shy away.
Okay.
And now Kapanen is holding the neck of someone still, but they just let go. That's good.
Yeah, Charles, never poke the bear. If you guys are just hopping in, we've got, Dobson definitely started that with McCann fighting in. Carter has been in every single verbal and physical altercation this evening.
Not even
first. He was the one that scored the first goal for the Pittsburgh Penguins. Jeff Carter has been very busy on offense this series.
Yeah.
I will say it does look like it was because McCann was maybe getting a little too close to the goalie in the crease, but I didn't see too much. And the puck has officially dropped in Tampa.
I was like, I thought you were talking about this face-off here, and I was like, are we announcing the puck drop of every face-off now? Like, okay.
Actually, that's the thing we started doing while you were gone, Meg, and
Okay.
I really love it. So, no, that would also be horrible since I'm watching a stream that's behind. Just like a 40 seconds later, oh, they dropped the puck. Oh, nice.
2 minutes and 40 seconds remaining in the second period. If you guys are just hopping in, it's been a very busy goal scoring period. If you have not, make sure you like the video, you subscribe to the channel. Hoping to hit 600 subscribers tonight. Always hoping to hit 50 likes in all of our NHL playoff streams, which we do every single day. So make sure you don't miss out. This has been a very high scoring game, and we're hoping that the other two elimination games tonight also high scoring, also physical, also exciting to watch.
Dumoulin and Gensel were just poking the bear there a little bit too.
Poking the bear is a Bruin saying.
Okay, sorry, Pooh Bear.
I'm just letting you know, don't poke the bear is a Bruin saying.
I feel like that's just a general saying.
I was gonna say, I think that's a general thing that people
It probably is used in other
time.
senses. I've just only heard it in the Bruins context.
Oh, well then you're under a rock.
Can someone shake Sullivan and tell him to put in Lagasse? I mean, the Penguins organization is so steadfast in their very basic decisions that, I mean, I'm not even 100% they're going to pull Tristan Jarry.
I also will say, with 2 minutes left in a period, I think a goalie would have to be injured for you to
Oh, no, I mean like an intermission. I'm not even 100% they're going to pull him.
Yeah. But I think if they actually pulled him right now, putting in a cold goaltender would probably not be as beneficial as they would like. So,
I like low-key don't even think they're gonna put him in for third period. Like, sorry.
that's just giving up, though. Wow.
Yeah. What? I'd love to shake Sullivan and tell him to switch it up, but I do not have the proximity. Nor actually, I'm pretty close to this arena right now. But not the point.
Just run.
Just gets in a car, sprints.
Wait.
Why is Jeff Carter literally at the core of every fight?
I mean, you
Is he
said
a
they weren't
ginger?
that physical. He's an enforcer player.
Since when? He kind of looks like Prince Harry.
That's the commentary we are looking for.
Just Megan thoughts. Berkey and Hexy will look for a new goalie in the offseason. Jeremy, if they don't, I'm gonna like protest.
Fair, Carter did not instigate that one.
No, his helmet just got torn
It was
off.
Pollock.
Yeah.
Guys, we are 14 subscribers away from the evening goal. If you're new with us, we are wrapping up. There's 1 minute and 27 seconds remaining in the second period. Islanders are up 5-3 on the Pittsburgh Penguins. Pittsburgh's out shooting 22-19. If you have not yet, make sure you like the video, you subscribe to the channel. We do daily NHL playoff coverage, and we are excited to see what happens in these 3 elimination playoff games tonight.
Too much.
Florida, Tampa.
I like
equals
this math
Florida.
that's being done in our comments.
What'd you say?
I like the math that's being done in our comments.
Yeah, no, so Florida, Tampa equals Florida. New York, Pittsburgh equals New York, Vegas, Minnesota equals Vegas. Well, I like one of those.
I like
Not fighting in the crease.
two of those.
It's Crosby.
Shannon, why are you turning on Vegas?
Because I want to see 7 games. I'm also rooting for Minnesota. Hello, ladies from Georgia. Scott, thanks for hopping in. Art, thanks for hopping in. Got a Knights fan and Art. Scott, who are you rooting for? Let us know. Who's the Penguins' backup, Charles? Well, it's typically Casey DeSmith, but Casey DeSmith is hurt, so it's going to be Maxime Lagacé tonight. We'll see if he goes in during second period intermission.
I don't think he is.
Guys, I don't know.
I'm gonna try it.
Yeah, so all of you that don't know, Megan is a Penguins fan, so this is a little hard to watch. We shall see in these last 59. We do have a Penguins player down on the ice. Gensel.
Is he bleeding from the face?
No, he's trying to. They're going to go on a power play for boarding, and he's going to try to draw a 4-minute major on JP Pedro for bleeding. Look at him showing the referee, "You're not bleeding, bro."
Gensel,
what an effort! You're not bleeding. Oh, it's a pull-off actually on JP Pedro.
I was gonna say that did not look.
It's not even. I mean, like it's a loose penalty, but if he gets cut, it's on his helmet.
Yeah, but if you push a guy into his helmet, then the way he's showing the ref.
Are you sure?
He's like,
I want to go home from school. Are you sure?
It really hurt.
It's like, no, I feel really warm.
That was
well, you don't have a fever. Nobody feel warm.
The rule in my house growing up, my dad made was that you don't get a Band-Aid unless you're actually bleeding. So blood was like a huge deal. So I really identify with Gensel in this moment. He's really trying. Listen,
they're just not giving him a Band-Aid.
You know,
no Band-Aids for Gensel.
Sesame Street Band-Aids. I wanted the Band-Aid.
And now he's back out here. Let's go. Am I thinking of like football when I think that like a player has to go out for a hot second if their helmet comes off?
They have to come off the ice if it's a live play.
Yeah. Which is why seeing it get torn off at center ice is such a dirty play because you are causing that player to have to, you know, disadvantage their team and leave.
So there's only 30 seconds remaining in this period. So the Pittsburgh Penguins will have just under a minute and a half of this power play to start the third period, which is great for them since they have scored twice now at the very start of the period.
It looks like Tampa has scored. They put one past the Panthers goalie. So that is Pat Maroon.
Is it Spencer Knight or did they put somebody else in?
It's number 30. I can't remember.
That's Spencer Knight.
Okay. Yeah, so that is Pat Maroon's first point of the postseason, and Tampa is up 1-0, each with one shot on goal, with 13:40 left in the period.
When we are wrapping up this period, they will have exactly 1 minute and 4 seconds in power play, excuse me. And Gensel and Komarov are exchanging words, but the referees are not going to let them get near each other.
I wish these were all mic'd up encounters.
They can't. It's a family program.
Okay.
That's not the worst bet. Like, I don't hate that bet. They're starting on the power play. They're going to have a minute. They've already scored twice in the first 2 minutes.
You think the Penguins are going to come back?
They scored within the first minute of the first period, within the first minute and 30 seconds of the second period. They have a power play going in the third period. What?
But then they're still down.
So they've got one more goal to score.
And then we're going to go to OT?
Yeah, and then it's $20. That's not a bad bet.
I'm not questioning the money. I'm questioning the thought process.
You are being a negative Nelly Penguins fan right now.
I am. I'm a realist Penguins fan here, Shannon.
Is Megan being negative or a realist?
I feel like when people say they're being a realist, it's usually that they're being negative.
Yeah, that's another great point, Jeremy. Sorry, probably not going to be a net.
I also don't think that's going to happen, though.
Right, you're all hopping in the comments. Let us know how you're feeling about this game right now. If you're more positive than Megan, let us know.
Listen, if Jari's in net, I really question Sullivan's decision-making and whether he wants the team to come out of this series. because that's just not thinking about your team and your chances.
If you guys have not yet, looks like we're sitting at 32 likes and 586 subscribers. So this is your time to shine. Hit the subscribe button and make sure you hit like on the video. We are so close, guys, and this is the grind that we have all been waiting for, to hit 1,000 subscribers. So help us get there.
Tampa scored with it wasn't super early in the period. I don't remember exactly when I called it, but it was a goal for Pat Maroon, and they're still sitting at 1-0 with about 11 minutes. Yeah, 11:42. I can check the exact goal time for you though, Jack. Just give me 1 second. So yeah, 6:16 into the first period. Pat Maroon assisted by Johnson, both getting their first point.
Oh yes, I just saw the replay while I was tweeting. All right, guys. Now that we have seen the start, Spencer Knight is watching the goal. Oh, there was nothing he could do about it. That was a great deflection.
Listen, he's let his one goal in. Okay, he's proved that he's not,
He's not God.
He's not God. Okay. There's no need to drug test him.
Well,
He's fine.
the key here will be not letting that get in his head and making sure that he can bounce back and still save shots and not do what Jari just did and let one in and then spiral very quickly.
To be fair, this is the only way he has ever played an NHL game. Has been letting one in and then doing extremely well.
That's great. That is exactly what Florida needs. And so right now we've got both teams on elimination watch losing where the games have started. That is not a great start. However, we are in intermission for the Pittsburgh Islanders game, so the Penguins have 20 minutes to save their series unless they can push overtime. The Florida Panthers have quite a bit of game left. We are only a few minutes into the first period. Looks like we're going to get to watch a little bit of it during intermission. Yep, they've got 11 minutes and 39 seconds remaining in the first period. 4 shots for Florida, only 2 for Tampa. So Florida's coming out on top offensively right now. Sucks that Tampa's already been able to score on only 2 shots, but that's how it was in the Pittsburgh Islanders game as well.
And I will say they did just show some great opportunities for the Panthers. So I don't think this is a super lopsided game necessarily. The Panthers do have double the shots on goal. It is early though, so anything can happen in this one. If anyone has any score predictions, do the Panthers answer, or is Tampa going to pull out another one? Let me know in the chat. I have that stream on right now, so I can keep updating all throughout the intermission of the other game.
Guys, you're quiet in the comments. Hit us with the questions, comments, concerns. If you guys have not yet, I'm going to throw the link once again to our Discord community. We have had that going for a couple of days. It's super fun to chat about what's going on in the playoffs with you all. If you have not yet downloaded.
So, Dan, how do you feel about this score here?
What?
How do you feel about this Florida score?
We just chatted about it.
Well, I missed that.
We just discussed. It's not bad. Spencer, there's nothing Spencer Knight could have done about that goal. Florida's out shooting Tampa 2-1. It's not too worried at the moment. They're only 9 minutes into the game, so there's plenty of hockey to be played left. Unlike Florida, who only has 20 minutes, or not Florida, Pittsburgh, who only has 20 minutes left to get the game going. If you guys are just joining us, we are in intermission for the Pittsburgh Penguins New York Islanders game. The Islanders are up 5-3 after a confident second period, which is rare for the Islanders. They're not typically a second period team. We are excited to see if the Penguins can come back and tie it up and try to save their series and push a game 7, or if the Islanders are going to seal the deal and move on to play the Boston Bruins in round 2. Let us know what you're thinking about this game so far. If you have not seen the game yet and have any questions, feel free to throw them in the comments, and make sure you like the video and subscribe to the channel if you're new with us.
Yeah.
A little bit back, your boy Jack asked, is it just me or does the Panthers logo look like a college logo?
Which one? They have a couple, and I like
I'm
them all.
guessing the like crest logo.
This one.
Yeah.
It does. So actually, when we did our logo series very early on, Megan criticized this crest, but she typically likes crest. She didn't like this one, but this looks just like the Penn State logo.
It's literally the Nittany Lion in a crest.
But Megan's a huge Penn Stater.
It just feels like it's been done.
All right.
I'm just saying.
We also have a question. Did any of us play hockey in school or college? I played when I was super young, and I currently play for the club team at BU. So I'm a current forward/goalie, but the other two have not played on a team, I believe, right?
I'm trying to play on a social team in DC, but they're harder to find than you think. So if anybody has any leads on that, feel free to let me know. Also, if you are watching, Bobby, thanks for hopping in, and you beat me to my question. If any of you guys are rooting for any of the 4 teams playing right now, worried about your team being eliminated, have any score predictions for the last period of the Islanders Penguins game, let us know. If you have any score predictions for the Panthers Bolts, let us know that as well. Obviously, that one's a little harder to predict since we're only 11 minutes into the game so far. So Taco, yes, the shoulder patch on this jersey is absolutely unparalleled. And what's really cool is for Barkov and the assistant captains, they put an extra stripe that says captain right here. It's beautiful. It's so well done.
I've never noticed that.
Yeah, I mean, the jumping panther is cool, but I don't dislike this crest.
I don't know. But want to know what Shannon thinks about the Tampa Bay Lightning?
I fucking hate that logo. I think it's, sorry for cursing. I know some of you want this to be a family show. I hate that logo. I can't stand, like, when you search on Wikipedia what the Tampa Bay Lightning logo is, it's just blue. They don't even give it a background. It is literally just a blue lightning bolt, which is the most boring thing ever. Like, in this age of graphic design, you can mix in, I always say a third color, a second color. You can literally mix in
literally add
a white outline at minimum.
I would be less mad if they did like a gradient even with the lightning bolt or something.
It drives me, and it's sad because the black third jersey for Tampa, I absolutely love. Like, if I hated the Lightning 5% less, I would buy that jersey in an instant because it's one of my favorite alternate jerseys in the league, but I can't stand the Lightning. And their regular jerseys piss me off, their first and second jerseys, because they're just blue and white and they have no detail, no interest. The only thing I kind of like is their shoulder patch.
Yeah, I will say I believe on their breezers they do have like a lightning stripe going down the side, which is a detail that I like, but it is quite plain otherwise.
I did just throw a question in the comments. What are you all's favorite jerseys in the league? Jenna, what's yours?
Oh, why? I don't know. You put me on the spot.
Megan, what's yours? Let Jenna think.
Right now I'm going with Vegas red jersey. I love the sort. I love the color. I like the sparkle. Yeah.
I'll go back to that in a second. But Jenna, we have a genius idea in the comments for you to write down in your Blue's Clues notebook. A logo channel in the Discord. That's a really good idea. Favorite jersey for me. It's a tough one. I do like both the Capitals reverse retro as well as their third jersey that Megan has of Tom Wilson. I love the Coyotes third jersey. I love the Mighty Ducks jersey for Anaheim. The Bruins old Officer Gaming, not this year's third jersey, but the one from the Winter Classic when they played Montreal that has the full bear and it's like a half crest. I love that one. And then, like I said, I really like Tampa's black jersey, Dallas's neon jersey. I can just keep going on. Love Oh, also Philadelphia's black and orange jersey. That's it, just 2 colors. And Edmonton's blue and orange jersey. Edmonton's blue and orange jersey gets a ton of hate, but Megan and I both love that jersey.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna go with the Hurricanes black jersey with the.
Oh, yep. We were talking
Oh, yeah, I
about
support
that.
that.
I feel like
support that.
I really like black jerseys, and I feel like the design of a lot of things the Canes do is really pretty, and I feel like that's the best one out of it. I'm so much better at picking which jerseys I hate than which ones I like. Because I feel like there's so many out there that are just.
All right, so least
Yeah,
favorite
that's a
jersey
hockey
then.
jersey.
Throw that one in the comment.
I feel like most of them don't offend me.
Oh, a lot of them offend me.
I'm just offended by anything that is like one color and yeah.
Yeah, no, 2 color. I mean, like, I'm trying to think of what I'm offended most by. Any of the Bruins yellow jerseys are pretty offensive. Those I can't stand. The Red Wings jerseys drive me up a goddamn wall.
Do you mean they're reverse retro?
No, well, yes, they're all the same. Just plain white with a couple red things. You
I
know,
was just gonna, that was my first thought when we said this question, but I was like,
Because I think honestly, like, yes, the reverse retro is bad, but
This is
their
Megan's
other
fault.
jerseys are classic. Like, there's nothing good about them, but there's nothing bad about them.
Statman John, you know what was sad? That the Sabres didn't bring back their classic Buffalo logo for the reverse retros. That was a huge miss that I didn't notice until later in the season when I saw some, on social media, all of the like great graphic designers that do jersey remakes, saw a bunch of those it was just such a miss. There are some other ones that just really grind the gears. Let me think. Oh, Vegas's golden helmets grind the gears.
we're not into it.
I really like shiny helmets most of the time in hockey if they match. Sometimes they're like
Well, so they don't match. Their jerseys are an off gold with a light gold helmet.
Yeah, like I would say that if done right, it can be really, really cool. This is a little bit off, but I think one helmet design that I really like, this is outside of hockey, would be BU's lacrosse, men's lacrosse. They have the Boston skyline in a metallic, like silver on the
I know what
back,
you're talking about, yeah.
and it is absolutely beautiful. So there are ways to do super creative jerseys or uniforms.
The same thing goes for the NWHL. The Toronto, Megan doesn't have it with her because she's traveling, but the Toronto 6 jerseys are incredible. The
I'll post it somewhere on Friday. Or if Toronto goes to the next round, we'll no, it's not true. We're never
This is a steaming hot take.
I feel like their regular ones, I'm not a huge fan of that color scheme for them, but I really like their alternate ones, like the navy version. I really want a Makar one like that.
Statman, you also make a really good point here. I'm obsessed with the orange Ducks jersey with the Mighty Ducks face, but the regular Ducks jersey or Ducks logo, I ranked in our logo rankings at like 28th or something because it makes absolutely no sense that you have this dumb D duck thing when you have the amazing Mighty Ducks logo that you can keep going with. The same thing for the Arizona Coyotes. Why do you have this dumb cartoon coyote when you have the retro logo that everyone loves and that's the only thing people are buying? It makes no sense.
True.
It looks like the Battle of Florida, there's 5 minutes left in the first. It is still 1-0. Shots are in favor of Tampa, 9-6.
One little bit of news that just came up on my screen during intermission is that Nazem Kadri intends to appeal his 8-game suspension tomorrow. So that will be big for the round 2 of the Avalanche.
Do you think he's going to get it?
No. They rarely appeal, or they rarely overturn, appeals. But if for whatever reason he is able to overturn it, that will be huge, particularly if Vegas is able to close out tonight and that series starts Saturday, Friday, depending on what the rink availability is.
Yeah, I feel like because you're asking the same exact person who made the decision, hey, will you revise your decision? It'd be really hard to get a repeal on that. One thing I look forward to discussing in our kind of like logo jersey channel that we're going to add to Discord would be, I love looking at artists' concept jerseys. I know there were some out there that were like
For
city
sure.
skyline versions, which is something they do in the NBA, I believe. Other leagues have really creative jerseys, and I feel like the NHL is missing out. And they tried with reverse retro, and it didn't quite hit all the time.
Yeah, Thorn Grub, thanks for joining. And I didn't say, Bobby, you had a hot take with the Colorado jerseys, but I didn't say welcome. Thanks for hopping in. If you guys have not yet, make sure you like the video. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. We do daily NHL playoff coverage. Super excited to start round 2 and take your requests on what games you want to see. We're taking requests on all of our social media, in the comments, in our Discord. Like we said, we have a ton of discussion going on in our Discord. Super excited about that. Jenna, that's a really great point. Actually, the gentleman who designed our Slapshot Sweethearts jersey, it's over here. The guy who designed our jerseys does different logo like remakes for jerseys, and he does an incredible job. He has a huge following, and he's one of those guys that like we followed on our Instagram. We follow a bunch of them because they do a really great job and they're super interesting. And it's always super easy for engagement to just repost them on our story and ask, is this a hit or a miss? Like there's one we follow that's been doing a whole series on what it'll look like in 2050 for a jersey and does like future designs. It's really cool. I mean, I wish I had the skills to do that. I don't.
Yeah, I wish I like knew how to make like a new like jersey look. I don't even know how to like describe what I want to do.
Yeah, we picked a bunch of pictures and we were like, we want all of these. And he was like, what?
We were like, I like this one and this one and this one. He's like, okay, I'll do my best. But it is what it is. Y'all are getting quiet tonight.
I know, guys, we need 13 more subscribers to hit. There is some mad lightning occurring outside right now.
The whole East Coast is like getting rough storms.
My goodness. Okay. Well, we need 13 more subscribers to hit our goal for the night, which is 600. If you have not yet, make sure that you subscribe to the channel. Share our link with your friends. I know a bunch of you guys in Discord did that. That was super awesome. We really appreciate it. We just want to share the NHL playoff wealth with more folks. Holy light. Jesus Christ. They're manifesting a lightning win, and I don't like it.
Is that what
Is
it
that
is?
what that
Is it them
means?
telling you that the Tampa Bay Lightning are going to win?
They're not going to win. We do have a puck drop in period 3 for the Penguins and Islanders. Like we said, the Penguins are opportunity for them, as we discussed, as this period ended. So let us know if you have last-minute goal predictions. I didn't even notice who started in a net. That is a loud thunderstorm. I hope I don't lose power.
Oh my goodness, they're right. There has been a lot happening in the Discord.
People, you are allowed to chat in Discord when we are not live.
True.
Unless you're getting more people to join Discord, and then you can do whatever you want.
Oh my goodness.
I did say that I would appoint some of you moderators if we got to 50.
Wow, there's a
people
lot of
Discord.
face-off faces in here.
Oh, what an opportunity for Pittsburgh, and one of the Penguins took a puck up high. Ooh, he is not feeling too hot either. Who is 17 on the Penguins, Megan?
Brian Rust.
Yeah, he just took a puck in. I don't know if it was his face or his neck, but that's Jari in net.
I told
Is
you.
it?
I'm pretty sure. I'm not 100%.
That wasn't gonna
It
be.
look too short to be Lagasse. Can someone?
Alright, switching back to my
Triple
stream.
Well, since Discord is popping, I might as well throw the link in there again.
Oh my god.
Guys, even if you haven't used Discord before, I only have had it for 36 hours, and I promise it's super easy. And super fun.
It took me a second to understand what was actually happening, but it's
What
really.
is Jari? Holy cannoli, what is Mike Sullivan doing?
I told you he wasn't gonna change it. Come on, people. See, and you told me I was just being negative. This is just how it is. I just understand the mindset. You know? Ugh, hi, Taco. Y'all, you all left these comments over here to go on Discord. I feel so... I don't even know what to look at.
That was a good save by Jari, but guys,
Jari can save things when all he has to do is put his pad down. But the
my
second
mindset, I'm
his glove, it's done.
I'm feeling a lot of different things about Jari starting this period. One, if they have to put Lagasse in, like, God forbid Tristan Jari gets hurt, that is a huge mental blow when Lagasse's just sitting on the bench watching Jari absolutely ruin this series. But then I'm assuming Mike Sullivan is gambling that you guys can push to a game 7 and then ideally a second round. And Tristan Jari is probably going to be starting, and he doesn't want to bench Jari, hoping that his mental stamina stays focused.
He just really doesn't have faith in our backup either.
Right. I don't know what it is, but there's a whole lot of things.
If we lose, they have to ask, what was behind the decision to leave Jari in?
I must ask. I must get into that Zoom.
Work on it.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of background factors going into that. But honestly, the fact that they put him in to start the third, unless things go terribly wrong and he gets injured, I don't think you can pull him because you needed that intermission to warm up whoever was going in for the third. I will say towards the end of the second, he didn't let anyone in.
Buddha just really wants our jersey. Duh.
Just a little burrito. It's a Buddha in the Snapchat. Sweethearts.
Hi, Buddha. Oh, we should have gotten a dog jersey. Missed opportunity, Shannon.
Buddha, who's going to win this game, little guy?
Watch your answer, Buddha.
If you guys have notes from Jenna's Blues Clues pad, let her know.
We've gotten Jenna a custom Blues Clues pad? Maybe.
Oh my God, I love putting our logo on him. So Summer Skates does, if you haven't seen them before, I'm either going to buy Aaron Eckblad ones or I'm going to put our logo on it, and I can't decide.
I mean, hey. Do what you got to do.
I just love me some good flippies with a matching koozie.
What?
They're so cute. If you not see, well, you don't go on our Twitter as much as I do, but they keep coming up. They've been doing when you order a pair of skates, they give you a matching free koozie. And you can put your logo on it, or you can get your favorite player.
That's cool.
Yeah. Plug for Summer Skates. They don't sponsor us at all. I did send, although in our Discord and on Twitter, that we are sponsored by Pure Hockey. I sent the link in Discord. It's on our Twitter. It's a pinned tweet. They are doing a 20% off Memorial Day sale. If you use our affiliate link, you can still use the 20% off, and we just get commission for your purchase. Please go shopping. You can get jerseys. You can get merch. You can get gear for hockey. I don't care what you buy. Just make sure you use our link.
Yeah, they have great deals on jerseys a lot, too. It's a lot cheaper for a lot of them than it is on, the NHL shop.
If you want a Taylor Hall New Jersey Devils jersey, I believe
literally
it's
the cheapest jersey.
I believe it's down to $20.
They're literally about to pay you to take them, just so we all know.
I love seeing jerseys in stores that they're just desperately trying to get rid of. It's just...
Guys, should we all get a Taylor Hall New Jersey Devils jersey for $20?
We'll take some beautiful photos for our photo shoot, and then at the very end, we'll just have matching Taylor Hall Devils jerseys. The crazy thing is, I think you can
write that down.
And then get people to take, get a seamstress to take the number off. I don't know how much it costs to get the number off, though.
Yeah, you also probably would have to. I think it would leave some sort of.
I don't know enough about it. So obviously this game is contentious. We're in elimination at this point. The Penguins have 13 minutes and 50 seconds to save their season. They are down 3-5 on the New York Islanders, who are playing at home with a series lead of 3-2. Penguins are out shooting the Islanders 30-20, though. They have taken control of the offensive momentum on that side of the puck, although Tristan Jari was a huge risk along with the blue line in period 2. So we will see if they are able to make any big moves. I did see a comment earlier that I thought was pretty important. I don't know where it went though, that the clock is going to be a really big issue for the Penguins. They do not have any time to waste right now in this period.
Yes, the answer is yes.
If you guys have not yet and you're just hopping in, make sure you like the video. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. We do daily NHL playoff coverage. We cover all teams, so no matter who you root for, we will cover them. We are taking requests. We are excited to watch round 2 of the playoffs. Breakaway by the Islanders that they blunder. Lucky for the Penguins. Like I was saying,
I'm
we cover
usually a lot more talkative, but as I am about to lose my Stanley Cup hopefulness, I am just distraught.
Yeah, dude.
How
Just
far did
confirmed.
you have
Marc-Andre
to
Fleury
go?
is in net for Vegas. Yes.
Oh,
That's exciting. Yeah, Jenna's going to be departing from us soon as she has an elimination game of her own to watch.
Game on, Jenna.
But Megan and I will stick with you through this game and see how the Pittsburgh Penguins fare. And then obviously the
You
Tampa
can
Bay
all watch me cry as the clock ticks down from like a minute.
And obviously the Tampa Bay Lightning and the Florida Panthers are on as well. Florida Panthers are down 1-0 at the moment, but there is plenty of game to be played at Amalie Arena in Tampa this evening.
However, we have all seen a little bit of lightning tonight, which is a sign from the gods for Shannon.
wait.
Michael B., what is up, bitches? What's up with you? Let us know who you're rooting for.
My bitches. Sure. Why
What is-
not?
If you guys are just joining us,
Production
make
mode
sure, since there have been no new, well, actually the Penguins just got one shot, but it's been quite a few minutes. If you guys have not yet, make sure you like the video. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. We're trying to hit 600 tonight on our road to 1,000. When we hit 1,000, we will be doing if we hit 1,000 before the end of the playoffs. We will be doing a 24-hour stream for charity. Got a couple ideas on how that's going to look. So we're hoping that we can get there. Help us out. And make sure that you follow us on social media. Check out our Discord as well, where we have plenty of hockey chats. The lightning, as in the lightning outside, is really quite loud.
Literally just trying to show you a sign.
Panthers, baby!
The time has come.
Yeah, maybe the Lightning.
Guys,
are
I
too
want to see
busy.
3 eliminations tonight because I have a great graphic idea and they all need to happen to make it work.
That would mean that the Bruins could start round 2 faster, and that would be good for me.
Yeah.
No.
So literally,
Jenna's like,
it
no.
all ends tonight.
No.
No. Guys, give me if you were a statistician and you had to put a percentage on the survival rate of each of the 3 teams in right now, give me a percentage. Start with the
Penguins are a
points.
solid 12. Minnesota's at a solid, after tonight, like 75. The the Panthers, they're all peas from down south. Solid 40.
I think you're underestimating the Penguins. If they can,
I think you're overestimating the Penguins. When have you ever been like pro Penguin and you chose like right now to do it? Why am I so
Sam
old?
teaching, is the era over? What do you mean the era? So what does the era include? And what does the offseason look like if the Penguins get eliminated tonight? That's probably
Okay,
what.
if
if
this
Megan-
is the end of an era, I hope you realize this would be like the 3rd year in a row that we were out in the first round. So if an era ended, it
2 in
ended
a row against the Islanders. So
Yes, twice against the Islanders. The first time was a sweep, though, so this is better. Just saying.
if I can get Megan to stay on the stream after the Penguins officially lose, that's what we'll talk about, is what the Penguins offseason's going to look like.
Gonna look like some goaltending searching.
But if the era's so, I mean, I think that's a really fair point. We're in a commercial break now for everyone that's just hopping in. Obviously, the Islanders are still winning 5-3. We'll see if the Penguins in these, I think there's 12 minutes-ish remaining in the 3rd period, if they can get some shots off and try to tie this game up and save their season. 12 minutes remaining in the Penguins season if they can't push overtime with 2 goals. Sam, I think you bring up a really good point in terms of the era of the Penguins. Obviously, Sidney Crosby is not getting high up there in age, but he is getting semi up there. Same with Evgeny Malkin.
Not
I think
getting
they're not getting younger. That's a huge point. And they're relying pretty heavily on their high-powered offense and not heavily on their defense or their goaltending. If you want to contend before Sidney Crosby gets past his prime, especially when you're acquiring guys like Jeff Carter, who are farther past Sidney Crosby in age, then you need to make some large acquisitions in the offseason. And you're probably going to have to give up one of those high-powered offensive scorers to make that move.
Yes.
And I was wrong. Not 12 minutes. It's 10 minutes and 30 seconds.
See, the percentage is going down every minute.
That is true. Maybe I'm being too hopeful. If you guys are just hopping in, let us know. Take Holtby. That's a good choice.
Can I take Henrik?
No, age is a problem for the Penguins. You do not need to get older.
But, like, I think he'd be a good
Jeremy,
option while we're searching.
You don't even know. You just, like, sexted Megan, basically.
P.O. Joseph is the answer to my defensive prayer.
Megan had such a love. I mean, she loves P.O. Joseph from a prospect perspective, but when they sent him down in the middle of the season,
I rioted.
She rioted for at least 5 episodes in a row.
Oh, days. I was just so mad about it.
She tweeted at the Penguins. She tweeted at the offense or the front office.
Can I just say, Vegas is not the team who is at risk here, just so we're all aware. Just so we know.
But
They're
they
the
could
ones
be.
who are up, just for reference. Thank you.
If you guys are just joining us, I see our numbers going up a bit as we get to the tail end of this game. Not surprising since everyone wants to see what's happening with the Pittsburgh Penguins. They are down 5-3 on the New York Islanders. There are quite a bit of commercials happening since we're getting close to the end. It's just like the NBA when play stops every 10 seconds. A little frustrating, but we'll get through it. They're down 5-3.
I watched basketball the other day.
I don't want to hear about that. I haven't even watched basketball in like a week. They are down 3-2 in the series to the Islanders. They are playing at home at Nassau Coliseum. If for whatever reason the Penguins are able to make a comeback in this game, this could be the last time the Islanders play at Nassau Coliseum since they are moving to a different arena next season. But that's a fun fact. Let us know what you're thinking about the Pittsburgh Penguins right now. Megan is obviously
counting out Vegas. This is ridiculous. Take this wild pride and go to Texas with Jenna and watch the game with her family. There's no room here for that.
Megan's grumpy.
I think this is too much.
Bumblebee, thanks for hopping in. We've got some new folks joining us. If you have not yet, make sure you hit the subscribe button. We're trying to hit 600 before the end of Megan's Pittsburgh demise.
That was really rude.
600 for me or for you. So
I just need like one of my teams to stay alive because I'm like not ready to root for the Bruins yet. Like I said I would. Like the Caps are gone, fine. The Pens are going to be gone in 20 minutes, fine. Just give me Vegas for like one more round. Jenna, you still have Toronto.
Listen, they're not reliable.
They're up 3-1. They're probably going to take it. Tavares will probably be back in 2 weeks. Like, it's fine. They might lose to the Jets, though. I'm just
Here's the thing, though. Historically, the teams that you are rooting for have made it quite far. They've had their time.
And what's wrong with continuing?
It's boring.
Well, whatever. Just saying.
if you guys are still catching up on the game with us, we have got puck drop in the Penguins end. 9 minutes and 23 seconds remaining in the third period for the Penguins to try to tie this game up. It's looking like we are getting into desperation mode. I'm surprised it took us this long, but Penguins are getting a little bit sloppy.
in goal.
Penguins are getting a little bit sloppy, a little bit chippy. Tristan Jarry is once again out of the crease a little bit longer than he should be.
Is that better than him being in the crease?
It's not there. Like, well, that was a dumb shot if that's what that was. Like, literally just, like, sent it to the fans.
We got a question from Humblebee. What are our favorite Canadian teams? As discussed, mine is the Leafs, but I'm curious to see what you two say for this.
I like the Jets. I liked the Jets earlier in the season too. I really
Mhm.
love their light blue alternate jersey as well. So,
That's fair. Light blue is always good.
but I did, since you asked, I thought I gambled and I lost. We're doing jersey giveaways for every round of the playoffs. I gambled that the Edmonton first round of the playoffs and purchased an Edmonton Oilers practice jersey to give away, and they were swept. So now I am a proud owner of an Edmonton Oilers practice jersey. A proud owner. When that arrives, I will post a picture for you all.
Can Buddha wear it?
I think it's pretty big. It's beautiful. It's a really nice jersey. Like, I'm not mad about it. It's just funny.
Yeah, just like the way it worked out. It was kind of like the one matchup where we were like, okay.
I was like,
The
that was
Oilers
safe.
beat
Like,
the
and
Jets.
I didn't want to buy other teams because I was like, they're probably going to go deep. Edmonton, probably going to go a round or two. Like, I was trying to really time it out. Like, Minnesota, I was like, they might go, but they probably won't. Like, they're a good, safe first round pick.
Yeah, like you don't want to pick the abs for the next round because
Exactly.
Hi, Joey.
Oh, Joey, I was just chatting with you. I'm actually mid-replying to you in John's video.
Where the fuck are you?
I like to hop into Hot Take Hockey and off the wall and throw some comments around. Say hello. I'm a busy bee while we're chatting it up.
I know. I'm normally so much more talkative, but see, I'll be so much better the rest of playoffs. This is why we shouldn't cover my own games, because it's just I get too invested in this.
no, I think
And
I
I
could
just
not
can't.
handle the wild. Like if there was a camera on me for the Wild game tonight, no.
This is just like a big moment, you know? Like, we're going to lose the series today. I'm just having a moment, drinking a nice sour beer, living my life.
Ooh, which one? I love sour beers.
It's called Minky Boodle.
Oh, Statman John, Joey Serrano is an OG, so he's definitely subscribed already. But I appreciate
it's been around for a while.
If you guys are just hopping in, make sure that you like the video, you subscribe to the channel, and join our Discord. We are super excited to now be the proud owners of a Discord community.
Guys, if someone can explain this all to me, it'd be great.
We are just like bringing the NHL community together, and it's very fun, and we're really excited about it. So as we watch the last 6 minutes of the Penguins' demise, we will chat all about
Says
what was
the person who like 3 minutes ago was like, they could do it.
they could do. I mean, I'm not.
Oh my
Did you
God.
watch the Bruins come back from 3-1 against the Toronto Maple Leafs in Game 7? Because they did it, and that was in
No,
less
I
time.
can
than this.
guarantee you I didn't.
I bet
feel like-
Jenna knows what I'm talking about.
I feel like with us now having a Discord, the next logical step is for us to have a Reddit.
I Reddit
I
is
do not understand Reddit to save my life.
Officer
guys,
Gaming.
what we are gonna do
is
Is we're gonna have a TikTok. Fun fact, we already have it, but videos are gonna be starting to post within the next like week or two. Because I have a friend who's really good at social media coming to the beach with me this weekend, and we're gonna make some content for you guys. So stay tuned.
Oh boy.
It's happening. Jenna, where's the notepad?
Why do I need to write down something that's already happening?
I just had an idea. Just kidding. I'll write it down myself.
Oh, like a TikTok idea?
Yup.
Okay, well, just
It's fine.
mentally.
It's in my noggin.
Guys, 1200-600, just letting you know. Holy, let me outside. Whew. And also 9 more likes to 50. Y'all know what to do. You don't want to hear me ask anymore, so let's just keep it rolling.
Wait. When I go, yeah, it's in my noggin. My sister goes, you should write that down.
You're probably right, Jordan.
We're not making an OnlyFans, guys. That is
No,
not.
it's not. That's not happening. I'm sorry. You could look on our Instagram. We do frequently post pictures of ourselves.
I have a personal Instagram too. I really want to get to 1,000 followers.
Oh my.
Could I get a score period update in Tampa, Florida?
Commercial
What's
break.
the score?
The second is just wait, what? Oh my god. Just about to start.
It's 1-0. Oh, in the second. That's fair.
And we've got Vegas and Minnesota is starting at 9, right?
I'm assuming it'll be delayed because it's supposed to be on NBCSN, but yes, they have not dropped the puck
Thank
yet.
you. Gotta follow on my personal Insta. Gotta plug your life.
Guys, we've got around 5 minutes remaining. It looks like we might have a penalty.
We got blood.
We
got blood up in there.
Oh, penalty for.
And this isn't like Gensel blood, who's like, "Do you see it, Dad?" This is
like
there's a gash in the front of his face.
I don't know how it happened though. It could have just been, the gritty game of hockey. All right, guys, we've got a few minutes remaining in this game. Let us know what you think about what's happening here. Obviously, if this ends the way it's looking right now, the Islanders will move on to face the Bruins in round 2. Hopefully, as a Bruins fan, I say Saturday, perhaps Sunday.
Wow. That's a lot of blood on Matt Martin.
I thought you said on that noggin, and I was like, that's a very interesting way to say that.
That's a lot of blood on that noggin. Too many mentions of noggins today.
Oh,
It's okay, guys. The ticker's fixed now. We got to know how to call out our teams here. Got to know their three-letter codes.
got some great numbers in the video right now. If you guys have not yet, make sure you like the video and subscribe. We've got about 5 minutes remaining in this game. I know I keep saying the Penguins' demise, but for a real update, we've got the Islanders beating the Penguins 5-3. They scored 3 unanswered quickly on the Penguins about mid-second period with a little bit of a freak out from Tristan Jarry. He was starting the third period, though. Mike Sullivan kept it up with him. Sorry, I got distracted because the Islanders are going to go on a 4-minute power play for that high sticking on Matt Martin. That is a huge blow to the Penguins to wrap this up.
That is a gash in his head, though. Like, that is justified.
No, it's well deserved.
Arguable.
It's well deserved. It's just a huge blow to the Penguins' hopes because there's a 4-minute power play and 4 minutes and 44 seconds remaining in this game.
Yeah.
They just went to about 2% chance.
In other news, I did just get asked to dog sit 2 poodles or poodle sit. Very exciting personal news.
I love dogs. Should be 2 minutes. Should be 2 minutes. That is a gush. That is a gushing gash. I think this is totally fine. Granted, we're going to finish the game almost on a power play. But, like, wow. Someone asked before if there's a poll up yet for tomorrow's stream. No, because the Sweethearts are taking Thursday off to plan a bunch of stuff. But we will be back with you on, as long as I can get home in time, Friday.
Well, we also don't know when round 2 is starting. So, like,
yeah,
there's only one, maybe. Oh, no, there's 2 games tomorrow. We don't know if there could be no games on Friday because technically it's whatever of the games tonight go to game 7. So then we'll see what happens Saturday. We'll definitely 100% be back at least Friday or Saturday and for sure Sunday, Monday, and onward. We're just not sure what's happening with game 7. And so tomorrow we're going to start planning for round 2. Make sure that all of you guys that filled out the document of people that want to co-host with us, we reach out to you guys and start planning, as well as the games that we're going to start hosting. You know, it would be super helpful, though, if we hit 600 subscribers so that more people were seeing.
No co-host until we hit 600.
That's true. That's something.
Why are we just restricting things now?
That's something we can.
Because I can.
If we hit 600, you guys, you've got me as a Boston fan. That's great. One of you guys can come on the first round 2 stream if we hit 600 before the end of this game. You got 3 minutes.
Go.
Also, we will, even though we're off tomorrow, we will be chatting it up all day in the Discord. I know someone just sassed me for plugging it like 100 times, but no joke, you don't grow if you don't keep plugging shit. So like,
Yeah.
Jeremy's getting heated.
No one knew.
Jeremy, if you didn't fill out the Google form yet, make sure to check out our social media. There's an easy Google form in there. We just ask what games you want to cover and if you've ever been on screen before. Super easy.
It'll be in our link.
Already, we just haven't checked it yet.
Yes.
It'll be in our link tree and our link in bio by the morning, I swear.
I was looking at it, and there's a question that's like, if you follow us on social media, and someone really said no.
Well, they're not invited.
It says on the thing, if you say it, like, if you do not, you will not be considered, because that's a logical ask.
Oh, Sam, keep
penalty. It's wild. Literally high sticked, giant gash right here. Like, ouch. Like, that thing's probably gonna need a stitch or two.
Yeah, they did one of those butterfly stitches until the end of the game.
Yeah.
But he's definitely going to get a couple stitches. He's going to look like Matt Duchene does. Matt Duchene has a massive black eye, and then he's got like 5 stitches under his eye.
Yep.
Oh, thinking Amy, I know you're a Pens fan. Thinking of you. A couple of you guys. No worries if you don't follow us.
Well, Jeremy, that doesn't count. If you follow us on what you do have, still click yes.
Yeah, so I'll just throw him in now. You know, I've been throwing him in. We've got
who's down?
The goal went off its peg.
No, what? No, the player was like laying
down.
down.
Matt Barzell. It's his birthday. Don't hurt him.
I'm sorry. Do we not play like proper hockey on birthdays? Because I don't think
that was a great save by Tristan Jarry, actually. Oh no, Chris Letang pushed him into the post.
Letang is an idiot.
Humblebee, thanks for joining. I know the game is about to wrap up. Meg and I will stick around for a few minutes and recap on what the second round of the East is going to look like. I know Jenna's going to be leaving us in a few minutes to go check out Minnesota and see if they are able to survive another day.
My sister's watering her plant babies, and I just think it's funny.
I just checked in on Florida, and it looks like, so Tampa had a power play they didn't do anything with, and now Florida has a power play, which they're currently trying to get their first goal and tie it up, but they have not yet.
Has anyone else given up? I have
giving up. I can't believe that the Islanders didn't just score on that empty net. The Penguins are literally playing goaltender right now, taking pucks.
Oh my god! And now he's like, they literally just hit him in the freaking.
How did they not score on
ankle.
that? What on earth is happening?
Why is Chris Letang our goaltender?
He's giving me solace in playing the Islanders in the second round.
Listen, I have faith in Chris Letang in net.
All right, so now we've got 36 seconds of regular 5-on-5 play into. Oh no, they pulled Jarry still, so it's 6-on-5 for the Penguins. 30 seconds. We'll see if they can. I don't even know. Make it 4-5.
Do something.
What?
I'm gonna start drafting out this tweet.
Meg, I'm so sorry.
Okay.
Meg, I hope you have a second drink in your hand.
I've already had 2 bars in this beer. It's fine. Guys, I cry at everything. And it's over.
The game is over. That's that.
Wow.
First playoff series win at Nassau Coliseum since 1993.
Yeah, because they beat us on the road last time.
Well, the only thing that can console Meg, of course, would be liking the video and subscribing.
Exploit me, why don't you? Okay, well.
But I think I'm going to head out to watch my game. You can catch up with me and the Wild on Twitter or call me out in the Discord. I have it on my phone. So have at it. But otherwise, I should be back on Friday? Question mark.
Tentatively. Depends on
Bye,
games, y'all.
everyone.
Guys.
How are we doing?
Fine. I'm fine. I'm not fine. But now I can just be other than Vegas, I can just be like a third party to all of this. Like, it's fine. Jordan, the Penguins are out. We're done for the third season in a row. We have lost in the first round. If I don't have a new goalie at the start of next season, I may not even be a fan next season. I don't know.
You'd be a Kraken fan.
I may be. Like, I'll never leave the Pens, but I may need a year off.
Just a
Has anyone ever done that? Just like taking a hiatus year because you just needed like a minute? Maybe that's what the off season is just for right now.
Where is the goddamn Panthers game, people?
Literally, people just like calling us out on Twitter too. Sorry, Meg, your goalie sucks.
That's what that
As
means.
if I didn't know.
That means that we're growing a fan base, though, guys. We appreciate you so much. She's so upset, but I'm gonna say thank you for her because if this were me, she'd be like, "Guys, we love you so much."
I hope the Lightning lose. No, I hope the Lightning win. I want everyone to like lose now. I want
genuinely, I have such a biased reason for wanting the Islanders to win because I actually did want to play the Penguins in the next round. But I have family coming to town this weekend from Massachusetts, and I genuinely wanted the series to start earlier so that we could go watch the game while they were here. Battle of Florida is on CNBC. Yes, I did just turn it on. If you are just tuning in with us, the Penguins are officially eliminated from the Stanley Cup playoffs. The New York Islanders won 5-3 in that game after a really strong second period. We did not have any goals in the third period. It was a desperation season for the Penguins.
Chris Letang was great in goal.
The New York Islanders will move on to face the Boston Bruins in round 2, which will start either Saturday or Sunday. Hopefully, the NHL will come up with an updated schedule tomorrow since 2 other games tonight are on elimination watch. The Florida Panthers versus the Tampa Bay Lightning and the Vegas Golden Knights and the Minnesota Wild.
We should have an idea of when the Islanders are going to start against Boston tomorrow.
Yeah, so the other team in the West, the Colorado Avalanche, has already punched their ticket after sweeping the Blues for the round 2. If the Vegas Golden Knights are able to eliminate the Wild, they will also be ready to start round 2. So they will probably start 2 series. With regard to the Central Division, if the Lightning are able to knock out Florida tonight, then they have to wait until tomorrow to see if the Canes can knock out the Preds. But if they're able to push Game 7, the Canes-Preds series is very likely to go to Game 7. So that one might take a while, and that one might wait a few days. But the North, out of nowhere, is actually almost ready to start.
Like, why is the North going to be like the second division done?
They started the 19th. Everybody else started the 13th or 14th. Like
they have a sweep and an almost sweep, like a -1 sweep. Like,
so with regard to the North, if you haven't been following, the Jets sweeped the Oilers. Connor McDavid has been rumored. It's not at all confirmed, but a lot of people are thinking he's going to ask for some sort of move in the offseason, whether it be a trade or ask for some sort of specifics in terms of rebuilding the team. Not at all out of the question, considering he and Leon Draisaitl are both MVP caliber players, and they have not been able to get out of the first round of the playoffs in multiple years. Now, the Jets just swept them. The Toronto Maple Leafs are leading 3-1 in the series against the Montreal Canadiens. This is not completely surprising, although Game 1, the Montreal Canadiens were able to win after John Tavares went down in his rough freak injury. He actually did go to the practice facility today. He did not practice, but he was able to go travel and things like that, which is huge considering the concussion he just had. All that being said, if Toronto is able to win tomorrow, they will be able to start round 2 before the Central Division. Again, saying because the Canes-Preds is very likely to go to 7 games.
yeah, I hope that goes to 7. I love that matchup. Like, I
Well, if
honestly,
any of the series tonight win, they are not going to start before the North, which is crazy.
yeah. Damn, guys. I could just drown in a pool of sour beers.
We've got 11 minutes in the Florida-Tampa game. I'm not changing the thumbnail and all that. We've got Tampa up 1-0. Florida.
The Vegas game has started.
I mean, I can change the thumbnail.
With both Fleury and Talbot in goal.
Let me see what the other channels are covering.
What do you mean?
Let me see what's on it. Hot take change to.
NBCSN.
No,
Yeah,
change
Shannon
their
and both
stream
talk
too.
remotes. Oh my god. What are these? Oh. For a second, I didn't realize that Vegas was in white. And I was like, where did we get these green jerseys? Like, what the hell is that? And I was like, got it. Minnesota. Understood.
Yeah, hot take hockey.
One game tonight. Guys, I just want every upset to happen. Not upset. I want every elimination to happen tonight. Now that it's happened, I'm done. Bring it on.
Off the wall also
Minnesota, done.
Should we change ours to Minnesota Vegas?
What?
So off the wall and hot take hockey are both doing Florida Tampa. But no one's doing Minnesota Vegas.
Let's talk Vegas. Just kidding.
All right, great. Let's talk Vegas.
Great. I'm watching right now. I'm
All right.
hoping for something. We've been saying
Are you
this
watching
before.
live?
What?
I guess I'll turn it off.
Yeah, I'm on that live. I feel like us personally, sparked a fire in Mark Stone. And I love it. Yeah, Taco. Let's talk Vegas. Taco Vegas.
What game is this? 6.
Game 6. They're all game 6 tonight, guys. Tonight is 666. Ha. That's why, because the devil wanted to see me hurt today. Yeah, honestly, what a swerve to see both Fleury and Talbot. I feel like we were expecting different goalies for both teams. But I mean...
Yeah, I thought Talbot was injured.
So did I. And I thought... Oh my God. I'm not indulging these comments. I also thought Fleury was resting.
What's happening in the comments?
Nothing.
Guys, we are transitioning over to the Vegas Golden Knights Minnesota Wild game. Thank you for joining us if you're in the comments now. Obviously, I am wearing a Florida Panthers jersey. I am very concerned about Florida as well. We are interested to hear what you guys are thinking. Yes, the Islanders did win. Crybaby Crosby. Yes, I did actually record with one of our friends, Big Bad Bruins, Banta, earlier today about the Bruins round 2. Excuse me. And he is a big Crosby hater. So that was exciting to say the least.
Great. I love it. I'm here for it. I hope Minnesota loses.
Oh, guys, we just got a bunch of new subscribers.
Yay, because they all liked watching me have a mini meltdown. That's what we're here for. Also, because we just threatened all of our listeners with no guests.
Well,
gotta do what you gotta do.
All right, guys, let us know how you're feeling. Obviously, the Pittsburgh Penguins have been eliminated, so we're 0-for-1 and pushing game 7. Do you think the Minnesota Wild or the Florida Panthers can do it? Florida Panthers are down 0-1 in their game right now. Excited to hear what you guys have to say. We won't cover this in game, but we'll sit with you guys for a bit to chat about it.
And Shannon has frozen. Oh, there she is.
Oh, yeah. That's what Megan just texted me. I'm glad we read each other's mind.
Fleury, I'm cheering for Yes, I'm cheering for Marc-Andre Fleury always. Hi, Steel Flyers. What's up? Anyone who wants to do a thing with us, there is a form on our social now to say if you're interested or not. So you should fill it out. Because DMs are hard to keep up with.
Yeah, we don't write them down. We open them and then we forget.
No, yeah. It's hard when there's 2 of you. Florida can do it? No. My dreams have been crushed, and now I will crush everyone else's. I am on a rampage. So the Jets, Boston, wait. Yeah, so, and Avs. So it's Jets, Boston, Islanders, and Avs are the 3 that have locked it in. Guys, nothing is going to pain me more than when I have to make a graphic in the morning saying that the Penguins were eliminated. Literally just might make Jenna do it. Great. I picked Florida to win. Well, you're wrong.
And so did I.
Get in touch with me. If you want a guest host, fill out the form.
Or join our Discord. Either one works.
Yeah. Seth, I agree. It's like they didn't even want to win. They just wanted to fight it out. So who the Jets facing? The Jets will probably face, if everything goes as it has been now, the Toronto Maple Leafs, who I don't even understand. They're not supposed to be good in the playoffs. But so maybe the Jets will sweep them too. That would be so funny. What about the Penguins on the forums? What happens now? Just like, that's a good question. Stanley and John, just DM us a new team. It's fine. We like know you enough that we would see it probably. Use a pic of Jari. Oh my God. Gonna make my new Discord picture like a Jari hate picture. That's true. I should on the graphic. I'll replace my picture of like celebrating Crosby and just put a picture of Tristan Jari and just write eliminated. I'll find one with his glove up. That's a really good idea. Wait, who said that? Jeremy. That was funny. That gonna need to be one heck of a game. What will? I don't know what I said. We don't do well with Canada. Them being in their own division this year just kind of made them like a little outlier in our lives. Jari sucks and needs to learn to use his glove. I agree. They should send him to like a baseball camp this summer to learn how to catch with a glove. Like maybe he can play Little League for a little bit. That's in full swing. Just a thought. Jets Leafs, that would be epic. I honestly just like feel like I underestimated the Jets so significantly. And I like almost want to say that they're going to come out of the North now. That's just one gal's opinion. Megan, is that a puppy? Behind me? No, that's a blanket that I'm going to sleep with tonight since I'm sleeping on a couch.
All right, guys, we are 3 likes away from 50. I would love to hit it. Just updated us for we aren't going to watch the entire Vegas Golden Knights Minnesota game, as I said, but we will stick around for a little bit and chat, answer your questions, as we said, about the Penguins Islanders loss and what's going on with the 2 other elimination games happening tonight.
Yeah,
Aaron Fraser,
outfielder, but I'd rather take a Mets outfielder than Jari. So
I don't think we'll cover IIHF, this season, but we 100% will cover the NWHL when they come back in October. We have a whole playlist of NWHL coverage. Actually, big news happening in the league today that the Riveters were bought out by a new organization, which is huge. Investing in women's sports is so significant, particularly in hockey, where the visibility both in men's and women's hockey is so much less than the other professional leagues. So make sure you check out our channel there.
Yeah. The Leafs haven't won a series since 2004, which is why I feel like so many people were like, they're not going to win, or like thinking like, I can't root for that. So I think like they're going to take this first one and then the Jets are going to destroy them. Anyway, honestly, too bad DeSmith was hurt, because if DeSmith was the backup for this game, Jari would have been out midway through the second period. Just saying.
Yeah, that's actually 100% true. I'm just curious what the distrust in Lagasse is. Like, why did you even start, like, pull somebody
Did they
up
just like think it's over? So like, why bother? Like,
I thought that was a goal, but it's not.
No, it was close though.
Actually, this series historically has had slow first periods, so
yeah,
which sucks for us folk on the East
it sucks for
Coast.
Shannon and I who like hang out and then we're like, this isn't going anywhere, and then like there's like
stream, and then they score 17 goals. Seth, thanks for joining us. Sam, thanks for hopping back in. I know a couple of you guys are just hopping back in. Make sure that you like the video now that we've transferred over to Vegas and the Wild for a little bit, and make sure that you subscribe to the channel if you're new with us. We do daily NHL playoff coverage. We just wrapped up the Penguins and Islanders, which Megan is still coping with as a Penguins fan. And we are now going to watch a little bit of the Golden Knights Wild game as we wrap up our evenings. Let us know what you're thinking about both this game as well as the Tampa Bay, Florida game, which is also on elimination watch. Florida is down 1-0 to Tampa Bay in the second period.
Could you imagine the Jets going to the Cup? No, because I strongly believe that the Cup is going to be whoever is in the East and West as long as they don't have to play each other in round one. Then I don't really know. It just all depends on the reseed. Yeah, Casey DeSmith would have been in a few games ago for sure. Probably would have
They were also really starting those guys in net based off who was playing well in practice. It was a very internal thing. Jason's under the scope. Thanks for joining us. Here we go. Dollar Bill Krill about to drop the Knights. What a great comment. I greatly appreciate it. Thanks for joining us. Krill has been incredible. I think he is the automatic go-to for Rookie of the Year. Really exciting to see. And he is one of the reasons that Minnesota has the potential to push this to a 7th game. Really excited to see that. And you missed, our intern is a Minnesota Wild fan. She did drop off to go watch this game in peace. Don't blame her. Excited to see where that goes. Murray was traded because of the off-ice issues. Yeah, we were debating that earlier today as well.
It's true. But also, apparently, Casey DeSmith is an asshole, too. So I don't know.
Yeah, Casey DeSmith is a huge asshole, apparently, off the ice.
Yeah, which is whatever. BRB. Okay, Seth. Now heading off. Yes, Aaron, as you should. It is late. Gosh.
Only 4 shots for this game. Vegas 1 for
Minnesota. Just took a
Minnesota.
video of us talking and literally. Oh, get the fuck off my stream. You subscribe first, though.
If you have not subscribed yet,
I can guarantee you she hasn't.
Oh, I didn't mean Jordan. I meant all of the other people watching.
Oh, I meant Jordan. She definitely is not subscribed.
The Lightning is really picking up.
I
And
don't
mean
care.
the hockey team. I mean the Lightning.
Oh, sweet Moses.
Jets
So-
versus Panthers final. That is a very bold.
So was
prediction.
Hall what? Taylor Hall an asshole? Is that what we were saying? They need new goalie, guys. We all know we need a new goalie. It's fine. It's fine.
Or just someone called Taylor Hall an asshole. That was something that came up earlier today on, again, my interview with Big Bad Bruins, was that apparently when Taylor Hall was in Edmonton, he was a real fuckboy, and not just with like people at the bars, but with like players' wives. So he has had like quite a bit
Oh my
of.
God, where's Jenna when we need her to add something to our true crime series?
So, and you know who said that was Andrew Ferentz, who was the captain at the time of Edmonton. And he was like, yeah, he was a real pain in the ass in the locker room. But that was when he was young. He was 22. Like,
Was he like, yeah, he slept with my wife? Like, what?
it wasn't his wife. It's just like, Bolts 2-0.
Like a bunch of different wives?
Yeah. So, I mean, it's the same thing that the Bruins went through with, is that the second period? No, it's the second period.
Yeah.
With Tyler Seguin. They traded him because he was a huge pain in the ass off the ice. He was always hungover when he was showing up to practice, all these things. And now Tyler Seguin is like the Dallas Star with Jamie Benn and like carries that team season on season. And that's the reason they didn't make the playoffs.
That's the thing. Like, there's so many regulations for certain sports of when people can go pro. And hockey players are just so young sometimes. And they don't have to go through like the college path, which I think often helps people like gain those life skills, and you make those mistakes in that time.
Well, but oftentimes they're drafted and then they go back to college, so they can be called up at literally any time.
Right, but like a lot of them just like can keep playing in like minor leagues then. Like,
well, yeah, and the higher skilled you are, the quicker you're going to make it to the NHL, which is great for your career.
Right, but
And
it's
if
not
you're
good
young
for
and
your
you want to fuck
social
around and you're
velocity.
signing $1 million contract, what are you going to do when you're 20 years old and you sign $1 million contract? If I were 20 years old and I had like $1,000 and I was like, I'm loaded. Like, imagine having $1 million.
Would love to.
So like, they think they're on top of the world, and then they come down to earth and they're like, oh, I need to be a human being. I need to simmer down, not only for my life,
Got it.
like generally as a human being, but also for the locker room. Like, you're screwing around with your team, you're messing with the dynamics, like you're messing with what your career is going to look like in 5 years and how people respect you. It comes on ice and off. Obviously the fans then have a perception of you, but on ice, people are going to treat you like shit. They're going to hate you harder. They're not going to respect you as a teammate. That's really hard to do.
Agreed.
So like I was saying, we've only got, we're 10 minutes into this first period for Vegas and Minnesota, only 4 shots. And like we were saying prior, it has been lightning outside, man. It had been a slow first period for this series, every single game.
Always. But Who knows? I mean, there literally we're 10 minutes in. There's been 4 shots on goal total. Vegas with 3 of them. Wild. Huh, get it? Wild. So funny. Shannon, laugh with me. Guys, what do you think of these Minnesota Wild green jerseys? I'm a fan. I like this vibe. Also, what emoji would you use for the Wild? Shannon suggested the warthog.
It's 100% the Warthog. The Wild specifically as a franchise does not like define what the wild animal is, which I think is really cool. But also,
3-3 Wild. What are you talking about? Oh, the series? Pff, hush.
Game 7. I like the green jersey. So I said we just did a giveaway for an away Minnesota Wild jersey. And I like hated mailing it away. It was so nice. I wanted to keep it. They don't have the same.
I slept on the Wild jerseys.
I was gonna say they don't have the same shoulder pads on these jerseys that they do on the others. These are the M. On the others, it's the circle crest on the away jerseys.
It's really cool.
I'm telling you, if you guys haven't gotten into eBay and Facebook Marketplace for jerseys, never pay full price for a jersey. Ever.
Statman John, yeah, if that happens, maybe. I feel like they're gonna start Saturday though, is kind of my gut instinct. Like, someone's not going to win their series tonight is, like, my thought, even though I've been, like, crapping all over everyone, being like, everyone has to lose now because I did. But my guess is that matchup will start Saturday. There's, like, a lot of logistics that go into having to start these series. So that's just a thought. What is happening? Guys, who's going to score first? Let's go.
Guys,
is that a
penalty?
On who?
Oh,
I was looking at the comment from Jeremy. Is that like a...
It's going to be hooking for Vegas.
Wolf?
Or hooking on Vegas, excuse me. But I did just put a quick little tidbit. If you have not subscribed yet, make sure you do. You do not need a YouTube channel to do it. You only need a Gmail. So all of your emails can technically subscribe to any channel that you support. Is there any certain player you're hoping to see?
I'm glad you asked.
Yes.
Yes. Marc-Andre Fleury. My favorite human. I wouldn't even say my boyfriend because I love his family and I want them to stay together,
My favorite player off the Bruins is Aaron Ekblad, and he did go down with a season-ending injury. So technically he would hoist the cup if Florida won, but he didn't play in the playoffs. He did play. He went out 5 games out of the regular season. So he did play all the regular season. This is like when people debate for the Eagles Super Bowl that Carson Wentz got them to the Super Bowl, but technically Nick Foles won the game. Does Carson Wentz technically get credit?
No.
I mean, like, I agree with you in that scenario, but like Aaron Ekblad did play like 50 of the regular season games.
Right. But like,
I mean, I still want Florida to win the cup if the Bruins don't, but like, obviously the Bruins are in a better scenario than Florida right now. So
I took that off your remote. My sister's TV is new because she just moved, and there was still like a plastic thing on her remote, and I just fidgeted it off the thing. I was like, "This is yours." Anyway,
if you guys are just joining us, we're gonna wrap up the first period of this game and then probably say sayonara. Kirill Kaprizov is being featured right now, though. He has 11 hits on this series already with a goal and an assist. A little low on the production offensively since
was someone sending that picture of him in our Discord earlier?
I have not checked Discord. I have not even opened the app. If you have not yet joined our Discord, though, we opened a Discord community and it is rapidly growing, and it's been so much fun so far, quite frankly. Like, it is super fun to debate the NHL with you guys all the time.
You guys basically just like get to text fight us all day.
For sure. Here is the link if you guys are ones to fuck around on Discord. Super fun. And we've got our intern Jenna did take some notes during the last game on different channels we're gonna make. So if you guys have any recommendations.
Who do you think was the best player of the Penn series? Absolutely fucking no one.
That's not true. Jeff Carter was the best player in that series.
You're right. Offense doesn't win everything.
All right, guys, 8 more minutes in this period, and then we're going to say goodbye. Let us know if you think somebody is going to score in this period before we sign off. Hopefully.
Yeah, Simon John, that's true. That's what I was talking about. Someone was spamming with picture. But I think they were all a little different, which I thought was funny. It might have been the same, and I might have just been drunk, but it's fine.
Yeah, Jeff Carter had goals on goals in that series. Crosby went 3 games without a point. Malkin didn't score until these 5th and 6th games, Goaltending obviously wasn't great. Chris Letang tried to be an enforcer, but it didn't really come across. Jake Gensel and Jared McCann were absolutely
Chris Letang tried to be an enforcer, an offensive player, a defensive player. As Taco reminds us, a goaltender. Chris Letang is trying to be a utility player, but he really is just a piece of paper ready to rip. Like,
I mean, it's crazy that Jeff Carter was their best player because imagine if they didn't acquire him at the deadline.
no.
They didn't even need offense, and he's the only offense that came to show.
Yeah. I, at the beginning of that series, was saying, like, I think Kasperi Kapanen is going to be, like, the one to follow, and I talk about him all the time. But I feel like he wasn't as present as he had been at the end of the regular season. It was the same picture. Well, then I'm an idiot, aren't I? That's funny. I thought they were all a little different. It's fine. I was Sorokin. I could feel that.
You said what's the best Penguins player? I mean, the best player in the series certainly wasn't a Penguins player.
Exactly. That's why I said no one. But we were talking about the whole series. I mean, yeah, I give a lot of credit to Sorokin, especially in the OT win the other day. There were over 50 shots on goal.
Sorokin was incredible in that series. Kyle Palmieri was incredible in that series. Brock Nelson had 2 goals and an assist today. That was not his first goal in the series.
Different times.
Yeah, he's been on Hattie Watch twice. So Brock Nelson, that's entire second line looked great. Palmieri had 3 goals in that series, and that was more than he had in the entire regular season. So the Islanders are poised for success, which I hate to say as a Bruins fan. So we'll see. I mean, let us know what you think about. That is the first matchup we have solidified for round 2, which is really exciting to preview. Josh Bailey as well. Thank you, Jeremy.
McKinnon is not hoisting the cup.
Mr. Smith, don't cry cats when we zap you tonight. So it's so ironic you say that because I am wearing a Florida Panthers jersey and they are my second favorite team, but there is severe lightning happening outside.
Dana's love for certain teams this season has really evolved. Like between
I don't think any of them have died though.
The Devils?
Oh no, I love the Devils.
But I'm saying like you've found a mini home and soft spots for a few different teams this season. Like
I've always loved that. My love for Aaron Ekblad isn't new. It's just
right. But your love for like the Panthers as a team and the Devils as a team was not around at the start of the season.
The Devils, I had so much hope for, and I really tried to root for them as an underdog, and they just really couldn't do it for me.
Did not work.
Sometimes, and you know who you picked as your dark horse?
The Islanders.
The irony is key.
Jump off a cliff. I forgot about that until right now.
So
who do you think will leave the Pens next season? It's a really good question. I could see McCann going somewhere else. Actually, I don't even know what everyone's contracts look like, so I don't really want to say that too much.
Yeah, a lot of people have been asking me who I think the Bruins are going to leave unprotected.
Ask me again next week, and I'll let you know.
But I haven't looked again. I haven't looked at the contracts enough.
Yeah, I know we have a lot of people. I don't think this season, but I want to say next season who are up. Don't quote me on that by any means. But like I said, ask me again next week, and I'll pay attention. I'll look at the Pens contracts and see what's up. Because I think we have quite a few who are in the next year or two.
Our sweet intern Jenna is gonna pull some of that contract information for us so that we can start prepping for the Seattle expansion draft, which is going to be absolutely incredible and super excited about. I can't wait to get my Seattle Kraken jersey as soon as that expansion draft happens.
As soon as a Penguin goes.
Literally so hyped to buy my jersey as soon as draft night.
Yeah,
the 2 jerseys I'm allowed to buy next, excluding my Edmonton Oilers jersey that I have bought by accident, are we've got a Minnesota Wild player who just went really, really awkwardly into the post. He could have broken ribs on that. That was a really, really awkward fall.
I don't really understand what just happened there.
Yeah, it was really, really awkward. But he got up in a weird way. He was holding his side, which is always ribs.
I thought it was his hand first.
No.
But yeah, Carter wants to stay. And no, you don't trade Crosby.
Yeah, Keenan, thank you for joining us. But if they're going to trade one of the top guys like that, it's got to be Malkin. It's not going to be Crosby.
Or Letang to bring in some fresh defense.
Letang, I am so down for trading. However, as much as I hate to say it, I think you have to keep Letang and trade one of your offensive guys to support Letang on the blue line. We'll see. Guys, we're in a commercial break right now. We've got, I think, about 6 minutes remaining in this period. Like we said, we're going to wrap it up since we did do the Penguins-Islanders game, and Meg has got a bit of travel to wrap up after this period. So we're excited to wrap this up. If you guys have not yet, I will continue to watch either the Penguins game, or not the Penguins, the Panthers game, or this game, and chat about it on Discord. So make sure that you hop into our Discord channel. I will throw the link once again in that, and I will also try to live tweet as much as I can before I fall asleep.
Indeed. Does anyone know a good realtor in New York City? Anyway.
I need a realtor in Washington, D.C. if anybody knows what it is.
Yeah, I'm literally emailing a realtor right now. I see Carter going to the West. Guys, Carter doesn't want to leave. Keenan, why the hell would you?
I mean, Malkin doesn't want to leave too. That's one of the things a lot of people forget, and especially when you watch sports like the NBA, where they absolutely try to dictate where they're going to go. And only guys in the NHL, like Connor McDavid, can really dictate where they're going to go. Unless you have a no trade clause and you specifically give a list. But you can't dictate where you're going to go like that. And I don't know if Jeff Carter had a no trade clause when he was sent from the Kings to the Pens.
Yeah. Like I said, we have a lot of research to do. Teddy Bluger.
We're all in on.
I think Bluger will resign for sure.
All in on the postseason, not ready for the offseason quite yet. We have a ton of expansion draft coverage we plan to do, but we've got to get to the postseason first. So if you have not yet, make sure you subscribe to the channel, make sure you like the video. We do daily NHL playoff coverage, and we do regular expansion draft, regular draft coverage, trade deadline coverage, everything you guys want to see. We are taking requests for round 2. We will be spending tomorrow. We'll be taking the night off to be planning for round 2. So let us know what you guys want. We have got 4 minutes and 30 seconds remaining in the first period between Vegas Golden Knights and Minnesota Wild. There are only 11 shots in this entire period, 5 for Vegas and 6 for Minnesota. So offense is slow and steady at the moment, which has been the story for this series so far. A slow first period and a hot second and third. Megan is a Marc-Andre Fleury fan, so she is hoping that they can wrap up this series tonight. Our intern, Jenna, who signed off after the Penguins-Islanders game, is a Minnesota Wild fan, so we've got a little bit of contention in our show this evening.
I was being real bitter. I'm still real bitter.
We were able to hit 50 likes on the video. Thank you so much for doing that. We are at 593 subscribers, so we only need 7 more to hit 600. Guys, I didn't think this was going to be a big milestone tonight. I thought that 600 was a reasonable goal.
Yeah, guys. What are you eating?
I once again reiterate that you do not need a YouTube channel to subscribe. You only need an email. So any email that you have that is connected to YouTube, you can subscribe from. Any Gmail.
I think it's funny when we talk about, for everyone who just say good night to you. Thank you.
Good night. Anybody that's going to bed, feel free. I know we're getting late on the East Coast.
Yeah. I think it's funny when we keep talking about Jari and he keeps coming up in the comments a lot. And then a few weeks ago, the NHL put up a graphic on Instagram that was the best goalies of the year or something. And they had him at 16th, which excuse me.
The problem is his numbers aren't bad. He has
but that's not because he's good.
But statistics
he has
don't
a team
show.
that helps that.
if you look at Game 5, the loss in Game 5 was an absolute blunder by Tristan Jarry. But a bad mistake by that doesn't show in statistics. So realistically, every time we shit on Tristan Jarry, it does not show on the NHL website because it doesn't show in stats. Which, I mean, doesn't make sense. It's not a failure because, I mean, stats are how you define sports, correct? But, like, it's a failure in the sense that Tristan Jarry saves enough that it offsets every mistake he makes, I guess.
But it doesn't account for the fact that your team is dominating on offense. So you don't have as many shots on goal going to your goalie. And he also didn't play as many games as a lot of the people in the top tier because DeSmith played a lot this season and he was hurt.
Well, I mean, that's the story of it. So that's just an NHL-wide problem, right? Like half the teams in the NHL right now have bought into the dual goaltender situation and the 50-50 goaltender split. The other half have not. And so the stats actively show that when you have backups that are in the top 30 in the NHL app. Jenna, throwing the tea. I can't wait for when we wrap up to go sit on Discord.
Unreal. Guys, we got 2 minutes and 30 seconds left in the first period of this Vegas-Minnesota game. Minnesota 6 shots on goal, Vegas 5, still tied at 0. We have Talbot and Fleury in goal tonight. Great matchup. 2 phenomenal goalies so far this series. Shannon is frozen in a really funny picture. We love to see it. But we will see who wins this game. Obviously, it is me, my last team that I give any crap about, versus Jenna, her priority, the Minnesota Wild. So we will see what happens here. Vegas is up 3-2 in the series. If Minnesota loses this game, they are done. So we will see what happens there. Anyone's game, honestly, right now. Very low scoring first period, to be honest, which I'm not even low scoring. That's a big picture of my face. Because Shannon disappeared for a minute. But that's really big of my face. How do I make that smaller? Oh my God. Get it off. Now I'm just talking to my sister. Shannon, you can't do that. My face gets so big.
I just said to my boyfriend that I hate our Wi-Fi, and he was like, "It's not the Wi-Fi's fault." I was like, "Who the fuck's fault is it?" Then my computer keeps going out. My computer keeps cutting out every 30 minutes. All right, we've got 1 minute and 40 seconds remaining in this period. Minnesota, since I cut out, still out shooting Vegas 6-5, which was what I was in the middle of saying. Buddha is in a different room making all that noise.
Love it.
What I was also saying is that Jenna is stirring the pot in our Discord. If you guys are just joining us, make sure you like the video, you subscribe to the channel, and you join our Discord community. We are having a ton of fun in the servers there, chatting it up about what's going on in the playoffs, about my dog making all this noise, about what's going on in the expansion draft, and more. So make sure you hit us up there. We have also active on all social media channels.
Yes. Someone asked where we are from. Shannon is a DC gal right now. I am a New York City gal. That is our homes these days.
Yep.
Living that life.
For everyone that's just joining, let us know who you're rooting for tonight. Let us know if you're watching the Vegas-Minnesota game or the Florida-Tampa Bay game. I know that both of them are on elimination watch. Obviously, Minnesota's trying to push to Game 7, and Florida is trying to push to Game 7. Pittsburgh already failed to push to Game 7 at Megan's dismay. So we will see if
literally stab me in the heart more tonight.
Let's see if all these games end in 6 or any are pushing to 7.
I'm so over it. I would love if no one went to Game 7. Thank you.
You don't want Buddha in charge of sound effects when he's riled up. He is a loud dog.
Nope.
Go Avs. Thanks for hopping in.
I'm here for that.
Who do you want the Avalanche to play against in round 2? Wild or Golden Knights? Ooh, from Ottawa. Senators are actually in a really good spot. They're on the rise. And that's not...
Well, there's nowhere left to go. So, when you become like the butt of the joke of the NHL in a season, you really have nowhere else to go.
The Sabres they ended higher than the Canucks, which we failed to mention.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, great opportunity by the Minnesota Wild, which is not done yet because they did not turn it over. Let's see if – oh, great save by Marc-Andre Fleury to wrap up.
I love him.
Got 28 seconds. The Wild are not done yet. They want to get 1 or 2 more shots off in these 20 seconds.
Can we clear this puck, please? Like,
Nope.
I literally
thanks for happening.
get an icing call. Just clear it. There we go.
It's been cleared. 11 seconds. Wild want to get looks like they want to get 1 more drive in these 10 seconds. No, they're going to dump it. Period's about to wrap up. Oh, 5 seconds with an icing.
That's some bullshit icing. The Senators need to go back to their old logo. Okay. I said that a lot at the beginning of the season, but like the amount of controversy that came from the logo that barely changed, ridiculous.
The new logo grew on me quite a bit more than I thought it would.
Yeah. Well, I liked the new one better, I think. Originally, yeah.
No, you didn't. No,
I like the old. No, you're right. I like the old one. I was like, couldn't remember which one was the new one. I like the old one. We do have our old.
All right, guys, wrapped up the first period 0-0. Minnesota outshot Vegas 9-5. Get in your last comments on who you think is going to win both of these elimination games. Want to hear about the Vegas-Minnesota game as well as the Florida-Tampa Bay game. We'll stick around for 1 more minute before we wrap it up. We did do the Penguins-Islanders game, so we are going to end the stream in the next 2-3 minutes after you guys get your last comments in. If you have not yet, our Twitter and Instagram are on the screen. Make sure you check us out. We are also on Facebook, and as I have said, we have started a Discord community, and we are really enjoying all of the banter that is going on in the comments. I have like a zillion notifications I need to go look at.
I have it so I can like send me notifications, but the little number thing doesn't pop up because that kills me.
Yeah, she gets really stressed when I go off on Twitter and have a really good day, and I give her like 700 notifications.
Kills me. I'm
very close to 3,000 followers on Twitter. So if you have not followed us on Twitter yet, help us.
Did we get to 28 today?
2850. But then we dipped a little bit under again. So
whatever. Twitter sucks.
Yeah, you have to have like a 20 follower range on where you are.
Yeah. It's like you can't call a number until you're like 30 above it. Regardless, guys, if you don't follow us already, as Shannon just said, follow us on Twitter at SweetheartsPod, Instagram SlapShotSweethearts. We are busting out content literally so often. We are not streaming tomorrow night. As we said, we are planning for the second round, but we will be back as soon as we have some games set up for the second round, and we will be with you guys all throughout. Make sure you check us out on Discord in the meantime. We are literally all up in there chatting with all of you and all of our different threads. You don't want to miss this community we've created.
Discord, if you don't know, is an app. You download it. It's just like Slack, except it's for YouTube channels, podcasts, Twitch streamers, whatever it may be. They have that for their fans so that you can come in and chat with them all the time, not just when they're streaming. So make sure you hop in there. Just an app. Check out that link. Very easy. I know a lot of people don't know what it is. Make sure you do that. But that's all we got for you tonight. 0-0 for Minnesota Wild, 2-0 for Tampa Bay, Florida. And hop into Discord, and we will chat for the post game. Thank you, guys. Have a good night.